Friday, January 26th, 2024, and this is the Talk Film Society podcast. I am your host, Marcelo Pico, editor-in-chief of Talk Film Society. Here with me on this very special episode, it's Oscar's biggest night. It's my co-host for this awards season series, Siobhan Irving. Hello, Siobhan.
Marcelo!
Hey!
Hey, what's up? It's Oscar's biggest night. It's here. We did it. What we've been waiting for.
We finally made it to Oscar's biggest night. By the way, I should say we record these in advance. I said up front it's Friday, January 26th. It's actually Tuesday morning, the 23rd. It's 7 a.m. 7:15 now a.m. Where we are.
7:15. 15 minutes before Oscar's biggest night.
We're recording this live as it happens. The Oscar nominations announcements. Announcements? Yeah, hosted by. Yeah, you say one, I say the other one.
Hosted by Zazie Beetz
and Jack Quaid.
Jack Quaid. Wow, Jack Quaid. The boys. He's internet's favorite Jack Quaid.
Internet's favorite Jack Quaid. He's the best Quaid now. You know, full stop.
By default. Yeah. I think the other two are dead.
Dead to me. Is
society to everybody.
Yeah. But anyway, Jack Quaid.
Are there more than two?
There's
Dennis and Randy.
I mean, those three are the most notable ones. By the way,
I feel like there's more.
We'll look that up here in a bit. Now, before we get any further, this is the Talk Film Society Awards Season podcast. Go back and listen to the rest of the 2023 series. This episode is special. We're talking Oscar nominations now, here in a bit. I mean, in the next 14 minutes, they're going to be announced live here, and we'll cover it. That's happening now. This is the Who We Are segment. I'm Marcelo, that's Siobhan. Oh, and later on, I always forget to do this. This episode's theme is Best Supporting Actor. That's the main theme. Actor. We'll talk about that later. And the movie we're focusing on is, I think by this point, we've all seen it here on the show, A Fish Called Wanda. We'll talk about that later, featuring Academy Award winner Chris Klein. Right? It was Chris Klein, right? I'm not making that up.
Yeah. Kevin Kline.
Kevin Kline.
Chris Klein is from American Pie.
I should say this again. It's 7 a.m. in the morning. Kevin Kline, thank you. I knew when it came out of my mouth it sounded weird. Chris Klein? Did he win an Oscar? No, yeah. Kevin Kline. We'll talk about that later with a guest, okay? Now, there's like a 99% chance we'll have the guest on the show. Yeah, you won't know who it is until you either wait, until after this segment, or you look down at your iPod machines and you go, there is a guest here. Anyway, that's the preamble. But Siobhan, we are 11 minutes away-ish.
How are you choosing to watch this, Marcelo?
I'm doing it commentary mode, which means I've got my desk here. Now this is a weird setup, I think, for most people. For me, it's perfectly fine. It's I've been doing it for the last few years now. I have my desk in my living room. I'm here recording, talking with you, Siobhan, here on my two monitors. I've got my iPad in front of me for information, and I'm watching the nominations on my Apple TV on my living room TV, and I'm connecting it through my AirPods so I can hear the nominations as they happen and watch them, of course. Siobhan, how are you watching this?
I've got this on a bedroom TV running through a PlayStation 5 on YouTube.
Yes, YouTube. I'm watching through the YouTube app as well.
And I'm going to connect to the live chat here, see what the people are saying.
Yeah, on YouTube.
Billie Eilish is alive and well, says Stanley Kahales.
Okay, good.
Squee says Robbie. Heron should be in Best Picture nomination. I don't think you have anything to worry about, buddy. So one more thing. Let's see here. Me, Ryan Gosling, says Lego Boy.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Lego Boy. We'll check back in with those in a minute.
Yeah. Thanks for that, Siobhan. We are still in the Who Are We segment. We're going to focus on the news here in a bit. Okay.
The Who Are We segment.
Yeah. Again, if you haven't,
I'm a little stuffed up. That's about me right now. Okay. You want to know about me?
Hey, buddy.
Stuffed up. Feeling like I might be getting a little sick.
You sound good right now, though. You sound good. Okay. Hopefully you're feeling better, or the cold isn't running through your system and destroying your white blood cells. That's what happens with a cold, right? Hopefully you're fine by tonight when we record with our guest. Fingers crossed.
That's most important. Yeah.
And that's the most important thing. Don't forget that. Me, I have anxiety this morning. For several reasons. I'm not going to say all the reasons why. But one reason I feel anxiety, I don't know why I care so much about the Oscars this year. Okay? I don't know why I care about one particular category. Maybe we'll get into this because we have like 9 minutes left. Siobhan, the one category I'm anxious about is Best Director. I've said this. I think I've said this on Twitter, certainly on the Discord. But I feel like this year, the Academy is going to disappoint me yet again, and they're going to not nominate Greta Gerwig for Best Director. That's my biggest.
The event will begin in 9:41. The screen just changed.
Oh wow! So that's my biggest snub prediction. Is Gerwig is not going to be in the Best Director category. If she is, I'll be very happy. But I'm expecting the worst. Siobhan, do you have anything like that? Do you have any thoughts on the nominations?
This question got asked in our Discord, talkfilmsociety.com/Discord, a few days ago, and I didn't really have anything to say then, and I've been thinking about it, and I still haven't really thought of anything to say. Other people have had interesting things to say about it. I don't know. I'm not feeling particularly worried or unworried about what may or may not happen. And it's not that I don't care. I care.
You care, obviously. I mean, there are hours worth. I'm squeezing something.
A lemon
over here. I'm drinking tea. Hey, do you think this is weird? And this is what I do. When I make tea, I once I think the tea's ready, I pull the bag out and squeeze it a bit. Then I toss it away. Is that weird? Or I've been told that's not.
You squeeze the bag?
I squeeze the bag a bit and then drink it. Is that weird?
I hesitate to say weird. I'd say like not common.
I would say.
I think I've heard of it.
I would say the British would not like me right now. I'd say like that's not the proper way to drink tea.
Oh my god!
I'm drinking Earl Grey tea, by the way. It's not that you don't. It's not that you don't care, Siobhan.
We'll be talking about the British later.
Now, yeah, we'll talk. Yeah, we'll definitely talk about the British. It's not that you don't care, Siobhan. I don't know. I mean, I think there's one film you've seen that you would certify as like a 5 out of 5 masterpiece, right? And
yeah, you know what? That's part of it. Is I'm not 100% like pre-gamed.
Yeah.
I don't have everything. I haven't seen everything. Because what you're referring to is my love of Killers of the Flower Moon. And you're right. I guess I could be disappointed if Killers of the Flower Moon doesn't make it into as many technical categories as I wanted to, or maybe somehow gets snubbed somewhere, but I'm just really not expecting that to happen. You know what? It's possible Marty doesn't get director. That would upset me.
Which would be insane, I think.
It'd be insane, and it would upset me.
Now...
I think it is possible.
Oh, yeah, the screen changed for me just now. We have 7 minutes to go. Now, I asked you this a few episodes ago. I'm not going to ask you this now since we're coming up on the Oscar nominations live here. How many Best Picture nominees do you think you'll have seen now? I mean, I think you've caught up on a few. From my memory, we just talked about Killers of the Flower Moon. You've watched The Holdovers. You've watched Barbie. You've watched Saltburn. I joke. That would be a big surprise if Saltburn, I think, gets in the Best Picture race. Yeah.
I'm going to say 6 with a little +1, maybe +2.
Okay, 6. 6 is good. Another one that might be a possibility is Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. That might be in the Best Picture race. Anything can happen. I think right now, I'll say this. It's prognosticators, and also I think I've mentioned this on the show. They've kind of said, okay, Zone of Interest and Anatomy of a Fall
Yeah, I haven't seen that. I haven't seen, and on our last Gold Derby game, which this is the official death of the Gold Derby.
Rest in peace, Gold Derby. The official rankings of, they just put hold on. I have the page open right now.
They had past lives on there.
Yeah, past lives. Hold on. Yeah, I got it open. I can go through their
Color Purple at 11, which is impossible. Or Women, which I haven't seen.
So real quick, before we get the official Best Picture nominations, here's what Gold Derby has to say. Here's their 10 is what they say: Oppenheimer, Killers, Holdovers, Poor Things, Barbie, American Fiction, Maestro, Anatomy of a Fall, Past Lives, Zone of Interest. Now
I've seen 3 Best Picture nominees.
Yeah, if those are the nominees. Now I think Zone of Interest and Anatomy of a Fall, prognosticators, people who are smart, in quotes, they're saying those two are going to be in as 9 and 10, the 9 and 10 slot. Now, here's my prediction, and I've if you've listened to this show, Siobhan, and you've been here, and I've said a lot of things. This will be the last thing I say about it, because we're going to get the nominations here soon. I have a feeling the 9 and 10 slot, they're up for grabs. It might be Anatomy of a Fall. Yeah. It might be Zone of Interest, but easily something could jump in like Saltburn.
Saltburn.
Or
the Blue Blood and Honey.
Or maybe
Ironclaw.
Maybe if it's Ironclaw gets in there, that'd be insane.
I'll kill myself alive on air.
Hey, folks, keep listening.
Out of excitation.
Out of excitation. We're doing great. But no, I'm looking forward to a surprise. Now, if it is what we just said, if it is those 10 on Gold Derby, that'd be great too. That's a great lineup.
Yeah.
You have the Discord up, right? Yeah.
Yeah. What's up?
What are the people saying now? We have 2 minutes to go.
So we have 2 minutes. R.I.P. Joe Rogan, somebody says.
Oh, wait. I asked you with the Discord, not the YouTube comments.
I'm in the YouTube comments. R.I.P. Joe Rogan.
Okay.
Ro Jogan, somebody said. Turn off your phones, said somebody. And let's get one more here. The Holdovers and Past Lives for Best Picture. Okay. Ended on a sour note there. All right. So, I decided to ask everybody what their thoughts were, since we're not going to have time for another thing to be read on the show, and I want to do our segment. I asked everybody your guess at the number of nominations for Maestro. I got one bite. I got one person to say something. It is early in the morning. I don't necessarily blame people. I blame a couple people though.
Some people are up. Some people are early.
Some people are up. They
early
can say
worms.
a number. Marcelo, what's the harm in saying a number? What do you think?
What do you mean the harm in saying a number? Well, okay.
Do you think there is, son?
Hold on. The question being, how many nominations do you think Maestro will get?
Yeah, do you think saying a number would be hard, or
maybe people just don't care about Maestro getting?
So what would the harm be in doing it then? If you don't care, you don't care, but what would be wrong about doing it?
I'm not gonna,
maybe it matters to other people.
Hold on.
So if you don't care, what if do you not care about them by extension?
What do you mean? The person, the people talking to you?
The people who asked it, maybe? Okay.
Maybe, again, I'll say maybe they just don't care.
Exactly. So by extension, you don't care about the people who do care, which is the person that asked it. Okay, so thank you, Chelsea Nico, for saying 6. And she said Beekeeper, Carrie, director, picture, sound, and makeup.
Okay, yeah. I am going to guess... No, wait, I don't care. I'm not...
Oh, hey, so you responded at least. That's something. I asked the Hollywood Handbook Discord. Somebody said 0. Thanks, George.
This is the Maestro Watch. This is... we are going to report to you live how many nominations Maestro... And by the way, I say live. This episode will be out Friday, so 4 days worth of analysis I'm sure people will get before they listen to this, so who gives a shit? This is for fun. We're having fun. Here we go. It's starting live. It's happening. Are you excited, Siobhan? I'm excited.
Yeah, I cannot wait.
So that was who we are. That was who we are. Now it's the news.
Nominees for an actor in a supporting role.
It's happening. Oh my God.
Robert De Niro.
Oh wait, you are ahead of me, Siobhan.
Oh. Robert Downey Jr.
Robert De Niro, Robert Downey Jr. Okay, we got the Robs are getting in.
Ryan. Lots of R's going on.
R's.
Ryan Gosling for Barbie. Ryan Gosling for Barbie. Mark Ruffalo for Power Things.
Mark Ruffalo is in there. All right, good job, Mark Ruffalo.
We speculated. Costume design. Wow, we just had our episode last week. You all heard it.
We just did it. We just did this.
Barbies, Killers of the Flower Moon, Napoleon, Oppenheimer, Poor Things.
Poor Things, wow.
I'm gonna hand off Marcelo. You can present these next two.
Makeup. We're doing makeup. We're doing the Maestro Award. The only award I think Maestro will get. Golda. Ooh, Golda. Maestro. Maestro's getting in there, of course. Oppenheimer, makeup and hairstyle, sure. Poor Things, yes. And Society of the Snow. I like hearing Jack Quaid's voice. The best Quaid, like we said.
Meg Ryan's son.
I also like Zazie Beetz, star of The Joker. Live action short films. The After, Invincible, Night of Fortune, Red, White, and Blue, and The Wonderful World of Henry Sugar, Wes Anderson.
Cowboy movie, not in there.
Yeah, yeah.
Unfortunate. And I've seen one of those, by the way.
The Wes Anderson one?
No.
Oh.
Animated short film, Letter to a Pig, 95 Senses. Our uniform.
Sorry. 95 Senses is Jared Hess? Is that the Napoleon Dynamite guy?
Hess and Jared Hess. I don't know.
Yeah.
Who is that? Yeah. Pachyderm and War is Over, inspired by the music of John and Yoko.
John and Yoko getting a nomination.
Nice.
By the way, yes, I was right. Jared Hess and Jersha Hess, Napoleon Dynamite, Nacho Libre. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, adapted screenplay.
Adapted screenplay.
Barbie, American Fiction. They're both in there. Oppenheimer. I'm still, again, I'm a little behind. Poor Things. No surprises so far here. One more. Let's go.
Oh, Zone of
The
Interest.
Zone of Interest. That's good.
All right, you're looking at Best Picture.
It's going to be tough there, that category. By the way, Siobhan, you're right. I think Zone of Interest being in screenplay here, that means it's going to be in the Best Picture.
But Anatomy of a Fall is an original screenplay.
We're an original screenplay now. This is chaotic.
This is chaos.
The Holdovers. Anatomy of a Fall. The Holdovers. Maestro. Boo, Maestro. Holy shit.
Whoa.
Okay, wait a second.
Marcelo,
I did not expect May December to be in here. Now,
Marcelo and Past Lives.
And Past Lives. Of course, Past Lives. One of the best. If May December gets in Best Picture, which I had written off weeks ago, I'd be excited.
Yeah, you'd be happy.
Actress, supporting role. Cruz has to be in here. Please, Cruz. Okay, come on. Cruz has a chance.
Emily Blunt for Oppenheimer. Danielle Brooks, The Color Purple. America Ferrera, Barbie.
Oh, America Ferrera. That's a surprise.
Jodie Foster, Nyad. America Ferrera. That was a surprise. Divine Joy Randolph, The Holdovers. Who did you want?
Penelope Cruz. She did not get in. I am upset. The best part of
America Ferrera, though.
America Ferrera. That's a surprise.
Quite a good one. I liked her in the movie.
I think you put her
I did.
up for Best Supporting Actress, right? When we did that episode?
I did indeed.
Okay, now we're taking a break, it says here.
Okay.
We got 3 minutes here. So far, Siobhan, any...
Aces. Great shit.
You're feeling good.
Oh, I'm in love with this so far.
Okay, yeah. I'm excited about Zone of Interest being in adapted. I'm excited about Anatomy of a Fall being in original.
Whoa, Jay McMillan in our Discord points out the Killers of the Flower Moon was not in adapted.
Okay, that is insane.
Okay, I mentioned, I was like, hey, there could be some Killers of the Flower Moon snubs. And look at that.
That is a huge snub, I believe. The biggest so far. And I'm glad we have the Discord open. Because we can't do all the work. We can't, think of every snub as it happens. So thanks to Jay McMillan.
And yeah, I mean, what was it? 5 minutes ago, Jay McMillan also says no surprises there. So whatever he was referring to at that time.
I'm on Twitter. Eric Anderson, Awards Watch on Twitter. He goes, again, like I think Jay McMillan just said, no, All of Us Strangers, an adapted screenplay. Doing great over here, he says sarcastically.
Was that adapted or was that original?
Adapted.
You said All of Us Strangers.
Yeah. Is it adapted or is it original?
I don't know. I would assume that one's original.
I'll look it up.
And that one would.
No.
That one's definitely kind of surprising. It's not in there. If it's adapted, that's harder. That's not so surprising. But
yeah,
I am more surprised by Killers of the Flower Moon not being adapted.
Yeah, All of Us Strangers, I just confirmed, is an adapted screenplay. But yeah, you're right. I mean, Killers of the Flower Moon should have been in there. But I mean, here's the thing. It's hard for me to decide, really. Oh, fuck it. I'll just say it. Killers of the Flower Moon, the script is better than Barbie. But I'm happy Barbie's in there because I think Barbie, by the end of the night, the Oscar night, I think it might only win, like, maybe, other than technical awards, like, maybe one big award. And that'll be a screenplay. And that's it. I think that's the only chance I think Gerwig has of winning an Oscar this year. And if it doesn't happen, who gives a shit? She'll win eventually. But Killer should have been in there for screenplay. So that's big.
Yeah, she will win eventually by doing, like, her worst movie. Like, that's how it works.
This is not okay. She's only done 3, and this is the worst.
I know, and she'll make a bad movie in like 2 movies.
I see what you're saying.
And that's the one that wins her an Oscar or whatever.
She'll win the Oscar for the Chronicles of Narnia for Netflix.
Oh my God!
Which
exactly.
She's still doing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we're back. Great commentary between us, by the way, Siobhan. This is going great. I'm fully awake now. No more flubs on my side. The only flubs we'll see are the flubs on screen.
Tell you when it comes back. Tell me when it comes back.
It's back. Ooh, original song. Here's a big one. Best original song.
You take it.
The Fire Inside from Flamin' Hot. Music and lyrics by Diane Warren.
Diane Warren.
I'm Just Ken from Barbie. Music and lyrics by Mark Ronson and Andrew Wyatt. It Never Went Away from American Symphony. Music and lyrics by John Batista and Dan Wilson.
John Baptiste and Stay Human.
Batiste. Well, the song from
Wazaze?
Killers of the Flower Moon, Wazaze from Killers of the Flower Moon, and of course the Billie Eilish song from Barbie. No surprises there, really. 2 Barbie songs.
Hey. Original score.
Okay.
What?
Okay, these 2 are surprising to me. American Fiction's score wasn't that great. John Williams, of course. Robbie Robertson, that's good. Oppenheimer, Poor Things, rounds out the best score. Oppenheimer's going to win. Oh my gosh.
That Killers of the Flower Moon score, pretty good.
Yeah. Robbie Robertson.
Documentary feature film, Bobby Wine, The People's President. The Eternal Memory.
Nominees to be determined.
By nominees to be determined. 4 Daughters, To Kill a Tiger, and 20 Days in Mariupol.
This will be the first time in years that I'm kind of like out of touch with the documentary category.
I hadn't heard of a single one of those. Yeah. There's at least one that I feel like people are going to be.
Documentary, short film.
Let me do it. The ABC's a book banning. The Barber of Little Rock, Island in Between, The Last Repair Shop, and Nai and WIPO. All right, Marcelo, your turn. We're doing 2 each, okay?
Yeah, got it. International feature film. Io Capitano. Perfect Days. Society of the Snow. The Teacher's Lounge.
Wow.
It's a good podcast, right? The Zone of Interest.
Does Anatomy of a Fall not count? Because I'm noticing that right now.
We had this discussion in a past episode. It was not eligible. The Boy and the Heron, animated feature film. Elemental, Disney gets in there.
Oh, Disney got in there.
Nimona. Robot Dreams.
Wow.
And Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, of course.
That's a surprising category.
What's so surprising about it, huh?
Disney being in there, that was speculated. Elemental might not have got nominated, and then getting Robot Dreams in there is surprising.
Yeah.
Nominees for production design: Barbie, Killers of the Flower Moon, Napoleon. Wow. Oppenheimer and Poor Things.
Okay, yeah, good. Nothing huge,
good category,
surprising there. Of course I say that, but then somebody would go, well, this thing's not in there.
Nominees for film editing. Anatomy of a Fall.
I just got a commercial for YouTube, by the way. This is bullshit.
The Holdovers. Killers of the Flower Moon. Oppenheimer. Poor Things. Holdovers was in category for a screenplay, right? I'm just not remembering it.
Yeah.
Well, you're still in commercial mode, so I get 3 nominees for sound.
No, I'm back. Nominees for sound: The Creator, Maestro, Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning Part 1, Oppenheimer, and The Zone of Interest. Good. Zone of Interest, deservingly in that category. Maestro, boo. Also, The Creator for Best Sound. The Creator for Best Visual Effects. Okay, good job, The Creator. Godzilla -1. Yes. That was on the short list. Glad it made it in. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning Part 1. And finally, Napoleon. So I'm happy Godzilla -1 is in there. I like The Creator being in there, even though I didn't like the movie. Your turn now.
Nominees for cinematography. That was an interesting visual effects.
Yeah.
El Conde. Killers of the Flower Moon. Maestro. Maestro, Matthew Libatique. Oppenheimer, Hoyt van Hoytema. Poor Things, Robbie Ryan. Killers of the Flower Moon, Rodrigo Prieto. El Conde, Edward Lockman. That was cinematography.
Here we go. Big one.
Actor in a leading role.
Oh, no.
Bradley Cooper.
No.
Maestro.
God damn it.
Coleman Domingo.
Okay.
Rustin.
Domingo in there is good. Paul Giamatti.
Shut up. Paul Giamatti. The Holdovers. Cillian Murphy. Oppenheimer. And Jeffrey Wright. American Fiction.
DiCaprio. They're missing DiCaprio.
Your turn.
Actress in the leading role. Annette Bening. Not looking good. Lily Gladstone.
Yeah.
Of course. Killers of the Flower Moon. Ooh. Sandra Huller. Anatomy of a Fall. That's good. Carey Mulligan. Maestro. The only good thing about that movie. And of course, Emma Stone. Poor Things.
Oh, I didn't like Carey Mulligan in that movie. I didn't.
Well, I don't know. If I had to pick one thing that was good, it had to be that. Here, directing. Here we go. I'm going to throw up. Is this me?
Oh boy. Yeah, it's you. It's you.
Anatomy of a Fall. Justin Triet.
Surprise.
Killers of the Flower Moon. Scorsese.
Okay, Marty got in there.
Oppenheimer. Nolan. Yorgos Lanthimos. Poor Things.
Got one more chance, Marcelo.
No, Barbie's not in there. Zone of Interest. Jonathan Glazer.
Wow.
So my fear of, the Academy only picking one woman director this year, it happened. It's Justin Triet. So Barbie has been snubbed from Best Director. Here we go.
Best Picture. I'll take the first 5.
Okay.
Best Picture. American Fiction. Good choice. Good choice.
Okay, they're reading all the producers.
Good choice. Good choice. Anatomy of a Fall.
Okay, good choice. Good choice.
Wow. Good choice. Good choice.
Anatomy of a Fall. Good choice. Good choice.
Good choice.
Barbie. Good choice. Good choice.
Barbie. Good choice. Good choice. Good choice. Good stuff.
Good stuff.
The Holdovers.
Good choice.
Bad choice. Horrible choice. Killers of the Flower Moon. Good choice. Good choice.
Good choice. Good choice. Good choice. Okay, those were the first 5. Now the next 5. Maestro. Bad choice. Bad choice.
Good choice.
Bad
Good choice.
Bad choice. Steven Spielberg, producer. They're reading off all the producers. Oppenheimer, which I think will win Best Picture.
Good choice.
Yeah. Next one is Past Lives. Good choice. Good choice.
Wow.
Good choice, good choice.
I didn't know this one had that type of juice. Good choice.
Yeah. Next one is Poor Things.
Good choice. Good choice.
What could be the final one? We're in the P's now. Zone of Interest, right? I'm assuming it's Zone of Interest.
Zone of Interest, right?
Yeah. And the Zone of Interest. Wow.
Zone of Interest. Wow. Good choice. Good
so
choice.
these are
good choices.
That's a good patch. That's a good, except for one movie. I think they're all good movies.
Yeah.
All right, those are the nominees. So, okay, I'm turning this off. What are we thinking, Siobhan?
Did we get through all the categories? I felt like I went fast. I'm thinking about the same. I'm not too upset about anything. I'm surprised about Barbie, no Barbie, Greta Garwig, but like whatever. Looks like it's over.
It's over.
I want to see if YouTube is upset about anything. Any update on the status of Joe Rogan, by the way?
Joe Rogan, rest in peace.
Yay, whoop whoop. Marjo and Greta Lee is robbed. Greta Lee snubbed. Fallen Leaves snubbed. Maestro Sneak. Guys,
Maestro
what the
Sneak.
fuck is that?
Again, these are the YouTube comments, right?
No Margot is interesting. So American Ferrera got it, if not Margot.
Oh, wait.
Is Killers of the Flower Moon really that good?
It is.
Says Lucky Charms.
By the way, yeah, so this is something we haven't touched on because this is happening live, so we're reacting to this as it happens.
Hey, Margot Robbie.
Margot Robbie, Best Actress, not in there.
And Ryan in there. Ryan got in there.
Ryan in there. America got in there. No Margot Robbie.
Got in. I love that. I love that for
So
America.
let's go through Best Actress again. Annette Bening, Lily Gladstone, Sandra Huller, Carey Mulligan, Emma Stone. Yeah, get Carey Mulligan out of there. Get Margot Robbie in there. That's insane. Margot Robbie not being in there. I'm disappointed. Disappointed in no Barbie in Best Actress and Best Director.
Wow, they shut out The Color Purple.
No,
that's actually good commentary from them.
The YouTube
yeah, from
people.
them. Good if that's 100% true, but they didn't put it in the big categories. I know that.
Yeah, no Best Picture, no. Wait, did it not get in Best Supporting? Color Purple?
Did it? I don't know.
No, I think YouTube is. Oh no. Daniel Brooks got in for Best Supporting Actress for The Color Purple.
Any song or anything like that?
No song. Did not get in for song.
Oh, so that's pretty surprising.
Yeah, that's enough commentary I think for now. I'm reading. I'm reading through Twitter. No Leo, no Robbie, no Gerwig, no Flower for adapted. Crazy, somebody says.
Yeah, that is crazy. Yeah, Killers of the Flower Moon, not adapted screenplay. That's yeah. So
wait a second. Oh wait, yeah. Emily Blunt.
Wait.
Did get in for Oppenheimer. That's good. I saw somebody on Twitter.
Emily Blunt was in there.
Yeah, that was going to be a big one if she wasn't nominated.
We will have. So we're doing this in the morning. We did this live.
Yeah,
and we will have the day to mull over this, and we will have a person probably to talk about this with. In the next segment. So we will have new opinions formed when we record again in.
Like 12 hours.
12 hours, yeah. 14 hours, maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but hey, I'll say this. I'm glad we did this. This is in the show, for sure. But I'll say, that my big takeaways before we go to a break, or we come back with a maybe guest. Yeah, Gerwig not getting in Best Director, terrible. Margot not getting in Best Actress, terrible. But overall, Killers... No adapted, terrible. But overall, Maestro getting in too many categories.
I'm still very surprised by that animated category too.
Yeah, the animation category, terrible. Oh, not terrible, surprising.
Not terrible,
just surprising. Yeah. I'm just going through the terrible things. The good things, though, I think the Best Picture race looks good. Not too many surprises in terms of the categories. And I liked Godzilla -1 getting in there, The Creator getting 2 nominations. Those are my overall thoughts. Maybe that's it. I don't need to say anything else, but
America Ferrera, Bradley Cooper getting nominated. I love that. Yeah.
But yeah, I feel relatively okay with these nominations, except for the things I said were terrible. But yeah, we'll talk about it a little bit more with our guest. But that's it, Siobhan. Anything else?
See you in 1 second.
See you in breaks are normally like 15, 20 seconds. So we'll see you in about 15, 20 seconds.
See you in about 15 to 20 shakes of a lamb's tail.
We'll be right back with more of this show. a break. Listeners, it's only been 10 seconds, but for us here, it's been about 14 hours. So we've had 14 hours to digest the Oscar nominations that were announced this morning. And now, for this segment, breaking news, my co-host, Siobhan, not here right now. It's fine. She'll be back. Maybe in this episode, maybe next episode. Don't worry. It's okay, because we do have a guest. We teased it in the last segment. This guest you may know from such podcasts as Hey What You Watching and Monsters Never Die. It's somebody who I'm sure you've heard before on the Talk Film Society Network. You know, if you listen to Talk Film Society at all, it's Matt Curione. Hey, Matt.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm great. Okay, now
that's what I like to hear.
This is I in my head I'm like, okay, we're gonna come back with me and Siobhan, have a guest, Matt, here. It's all gonna go, according to plan. But like I said, Siobhan's not here, so now Matt, officially, I can call you.
Now I'm both.
You are that's a thing. You are the guest host. Guest co-host of this show now. Wow. So congratulations for the promotion. Okay, so me and
right
Siobhan,
off the bat, love it.
Me and Siobhan already covered it in the last segment, but got to hear your thoughts, Matt. You haven't been on any of the award season series, I don't think.
No, I haven't.
No. So here it is.
He says unhappily.
It's finally happening. We decided this season to have more guests on the show. So
yes,
when me and Siobhan were saying, when we were like, oh, let's have more guests, I'm like, yeah, we got to have Matt on the show. That's a given. So
I would hope.
Yeah. Gonna ask you, because we're going back to the segment, who are we? Who are you, Matt? First question.
Yes.
Oscars.
Yes.
How do you feel about them?
Big fan.
Big fan, right?
Always have been. Grew up watching them. I like looking through the history, seeing as many movies as I can, at least the ones that interest me. And, yeah, I think they're fun.
Yeah, they are fun. They can be fun, if you ignore the discourse. It's a fun time. We've been doing this. We're coming up on 10 years, or I'm coming up on 10 years of doing podcasts, Matt. I don't know if you know that. I'm sure I've talked about it before.
Yeah.
But I'm sure we've talked about Oscars a lot over the last 10 years. So how do you feel about, let's say, the last couple of years? Let's say post-pandemic Oscars.
I mean, some of the winners are like head scratchers.
Yeah.
But the nominees have been pretty good.
Yeah. I kind of feel the same way. Somebody posted on Twitter the nominees from 2019, Best Picture nominees. And I'm like, yeah, that's a great list. I haven't felt that great about Best Picture nominees in a while. I can pull up that 2019 Best Picture list. But I will say, jumping ahead to this year, the nominees this year, I think are solid, the Best Picture nominees. I've seen them all.
I agree with you.
Yeah. I'm pretty happy.
All right, I'm looking at 2019 right now.
Yeah. And that's,
Parasite won.
Sorry. Yes, Parasite won. Best Picture.
Parasite won, and that was actually my pick to win at the time.
Yes, I think I picked that too.
In retrospect, I have a movie that I prefer to it, but that's fine.
Let me run down the nominees real quick, and we'll talk about it. So 2019.
I'll tell I will say yes or no if I like it or not.
Okay, this is good. Parasite, Best Picture winner. Ford v Ferrari.
Yes.
The Irishman.
Yes.
Jojo Rabbit.
No.
Joker.
Sorry, Marcelo. Yes.
Okay. Little Women.
No.
Okay, that's insane. Marriage Story.
Yes.
1917.
No.
Okay. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
In retrospect, that would be my pick to win.
Okay, yeah. In retrospect, two movies I love more than Parasite, just a bit. I do think Parasite was the deserving winner in retrospect. But my two favorites that have rose above Parasite over the last few years were Irishman. I love that movie to death.
It's quite good, isn't it?
Yeah.
That Scorsese's going places.
We'll talk about Scorsese here more in a bit.
Oh, we will.
And one you voted no on, you said no on, Little Women. I love that movie.
I think it's good.
I think it's...
And that's it.
I think it's remarkable. Every time I watch it, it's become a regular watch for me now. I get more out of it. I think it's well directed, acted, everything. I think it's a perfect movie.
I will have to watch it again.
We were threatening to do Joker for this series for the Best Actor episode. I'll say that.
Wait,
now.
we're doing actor?
No, not this episode. I mean in the future.
Oh.
Yeah, no. We're doing Best Supporting Actor, by the way.
Okay. Well, Jesus.
Yeah, no.
I was like, I did all this work.
No.
I watched this movie. I came up with my own list.
I'm saying in the future,
Okay.
I threatened to talk about Joker for the Best Actor episode, but that's not going to happen. We're going to do something else. Joker is just a weird movie for me. I don't like it, but I find it interesting. Very, very recently, somebody brought up Joker in the positive, and I just shivered. I'm like, ugh. Yeah, Joker, But it has had that impact, like it or not. I admit it. Whether that's a good or bad thing, whatever. I just find it to be a very interesting movie. So, sure, Joker.
Now we're getting a musical.
Yeah. Oh God. I'm curious about that. I'll see it.
Wait.
Of course.
It's gonna be insane.
Lady Gaga. Again,
why not?
Going for that Best Actress Oscar.
Why not?
Do it. So that's 2019. Why do we? Okay, so real quick, because I'm kind of interested in this. 2020. What a year that was. That was kind of a blur. Do you have any memory of the 2020 nominees? Because I'm going to pull that up.
Vaguely.
Yeah, Nomadland won.
Vaguely.
And
what was even nominated?
I'll tell you. The Father.
No.
Judas and the Black Messiah.
Haven't seen it.
Mank.
No.
Minari.
Yes.
That is very good. Promising Young Woman.
Yes.
Sound of Metal.
Yes.
That's a great movie. The Trial of the Chicago 7.
Haven't seen it.
Boo, bad. The Father is a weird one. Promising Young Woman, I'm kind of divided on. Trial, Chicago 7, bad.
I don't even know what I would have picked for Best Picture out of those.
I think Nomadland was, deserving of that Best Picture.
That was 2020, right?
That was 2020, yeah. That was
I gotta see what I even...
That was the year Soderbergh produced the Oscars, and he decided...
Ugh.
Yeah. He's my favorite director.
Not a good producer of award shows.
He took some swings that really missed.
Yeah.
That Best Actor finale, that was a big oof.
That was bad. They were banking on it.
Yeah.
And it didn't happen.
So that was a weird year. I'm interested to see the next year, 2021. Here we go. Let's do a quick rundown of the Best Pictures. Oh, Jesus. I forgot about this. Best Picture winner, Coda.
Still haven't seen it because it's not a real movie.
Yeah. No, thank you. I think it's a decent made-for-TV film. Not a Best Picture winner. Like. Belfast.
Yes.
It's good. Don't Look Up.
Haven't seen it.
No, thank you. It's a bad movie. Drive My Car.
Haven't seen it.
I think it's very good. Dune.
Hell yes.
Great. Love Dune. A movie that has disappeared from my mind. King Richard.
It's fine.
Yeah. A movie I love more and more with every passing year. Licorice Pizza.
My favorite PTA.
Great. Nightmare Alley.
It's good.
I think it's good. The Power of the Dog.
Haven't watched it.
I think it's good.
Looks boring.
It's just give it a shot. It's a Western.
My friend described it as glacial. And no, I'm good.
It's beautiful to look at. It's a Western, Matt. You love Westerns. Come on.
Yeah, but no.
Okay. West Side Story.
I prefer it to the original.
Yeah. That's a tough call for me. I do love the original. I do really, 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 really like Spielberg's West Side Story.
It's great.
Okay, out of those, what movie would you have picked for Best Picture over?
Oh, Jesus. Out of those?
Yeah.
Licorice Pizza.
Pizza? Yeah.
Yeah, it's got a, yeah.
I would have loved to have seen maybe The Power of the Dog win it. I do love that movie. Dune, even. That would have been a hell of a pick for Best Picture. Yeah.
It's a dope movie.
So yeah, another weird year because Coda winning just kind of sullied the whole thing.
Yeah, go to hell.
And of course, last year, my favorite movie of last year won the Best Picture Oscar, which rarely happens. Everything Everywhere All at Once won Best Picture.
It's pretty damn good.
I love it. One of the best movies ever. I'm on record saying that.
What else is nominated?
This was, last year was a pretty good year. All Quiet in the Western Front.
Oh, God, I remember hearing those horns all night.
As somebody described them, like a fax machine. Like, oh,
God, the sad fucking tuba.
Avatar, The Way of Water.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, good. Elvis. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You skipped one, by the way.
Oh, sorry. The Banshees of Inisherin.
Hell yes.
Yeah. So I got tiny type here on my phone.
That's how McDonough won me back.
Banshees is good. Oh man, 3 Billboards, whatever.
Bad.
But yeah, it's
bad.
It's nonsense. But Banshees of Inisherin, amazing.
It's great.
We said Elvis. The Fablemans.
Very good. Love it.
I rewatched that the other day. God damn, is that great? Another masterpiece from Spielberg. Tar. I love Tar.
Very good.
I love Tar.
I like the Blair Witch cameo.
Which is quickly. I want you to say, what was it? Because it was something.
She's on a jog, and she hears screaming, and it is very clearly they just lifted the audio of Heather Donahue from Blair Witch screaming.
That is amazing.
And I had to rewind it to do like to listen to it again to make sure I was right. I was like, that sounds so familiar. So I rewound the movie, and I'm like, yes, no, that is it.
I love that you caught it. That you're like, oh, I know this scream
because I watched that movie a lot.
And
I'm like, I know that scream.
That
I felt like Travolta in Blowout. Like, that's a good scream. That's a good scream. What is that?
God, that is amazing. Todd Field, you're a genius. 3 more. Top Gun Maverick.
Yeah,
I love it. Very good. Triangle of Sadness.
Hard pass.
You have not seen that, right?
Nope. I haven't seen any of that guy's movies.
Yeah, he's the director's a bit of a pompous prick, but
yeah,
I think
he looks it.
I think
you ever just see someone's face and you go, oh, that guy's full of himself. That's him.
Yeah. I like the guy. I like The Square. He did that. I do like Triangle of Sadness, but it's not. I don't know. It's weird. I don't think it should be in the Best Picture race. I don't think it should have been in the Best Picture race. And Women Talking.
I get enough of that from my wife. Am I right?
All right. Thanks, Rodney. But actually,
yeah.
Last year was a good year.
No, it was good.
I think it was. Good. Yeah. I mean, you got Banshees, you got Fablemans, Tar, Top Gun Maverick. God, Tar is amazing. I love a lot of these movies, and of course, Everything Everywhere All at Once, which takes us to this year. Matt, you've had some time to
I would have given it to Maverick, by the way.
Yeah, I went.
The movie that saved movies.
I went the whole summer just saying to people, Top Gun Maverick, Best Picture, that's going to win. I saw the tweet earlier today, and it was a picture of Tom Cruise saying everyone's favorite Oscar loser. Which we will talk about Tom Cruise later, because you have thoughts on him.
I've been going through it.
He will come up later in conversation.
I hope so.
Yeah, this year's nominees. Your thoughts?
Let's go through these. Through these because honestly, I don't really have any complaints. Yeah. Like I think it's fine.
Have you been online today, Matt?
I have, and people are crazy.
People are complaining. Just to go back, I shared my thoughts earlier.
Like there's shit that people should be celebrating. Except they're just upset over pointless garbage.
Exactly.
Like, who cares?
So just to cut this off at the knees, at the legs, just to really jump to it, the Barbie thing. Okay. Yes, sure. I understand. Margot Robbie not getting in Best Actor.
But she still got an Oscar nomination.
Correct. She's a producer for Barbie.
Same thing for Greta Gerwig.
Greta Gerwig not getting a Best Director. I was upset by it, but
she got an Oscar nomination.
Best Adapted Screenplay, which she has a good chance of winning now. Because I just tweeted this.
What is it up against?
Here's the thing. It's up against. Oh, I have the thing right here. It's up against American Fiction,
Oh, Oppenheimer's going to win.
Oppenheimer, Poor Things, and The Zone of Interest. Now,
Yeah.
here's my game theory, Matt. And I joke on this show with Siobhan. We're prognosticators now. we know our stuff about Oscars. Folks listening, listen to this. Bet in your Oscar pools. Win money. Win that cash. Win big. Now, here's my theory going in. Now the nominations are announced. It's going to be an Argo effect. Okay? The news is already out there. People are upset. I think rightfully so, because Barbie has a lot of nominations, has a lot of money behind it. I mean, not behind it. It's earned a lot of money is what I'm saying. All right?
Yes.
It has its acclaim already. Okay? Gerwig missing Best Director. You know, again, she has other nominations. Like,
yes,
the film is still, an 8-time nominee.
It's getting nominated for things. Like,
yes.
Calm down, folks.
I think it's going to create an Argo effect where back when Argo didn't get Affleck a nomination for Best
Which
Director.
Was bullshit, by the way.
Right? And it ended up getting Best Picture. It's not going to happen this time. Oppenheimer's going to get Best Picture. That's
not Affleck's best movie, but
yeah,
we can talk about him.
I think people are going to go, well, Gerwig didn't get Best Director. Sure. She's got to go home with something. She'll go home with Best Adapted Screenplay. She'll get that Oscar. She'll have that moment. That's my theory anyway. It's, I hate to say like a sympathy vote, but I don't know. I think that script is great. Is it better than Oppenheimer's script?
No.
Is it better than the one snub that I think really is bigger than really a lot of other snubs?
See, this is my issue with snubs. I never noticed them until people point them out.
That's true. But here's a big one that was pointed out as we were recording earlier. Killers of the Flower Moon not getting Best Adapted Screenplay. That was big, I think.
I could see that being an upset, but
that really deserved to be in there. Over, I'd say, I've seen all these movies over like American Fiction. I do like American Fiction, but really it does not hold a candle to Killers of the Flower Moon.
All right, let's go through the nominees. What are we talking about?
Okay.
What's up for Oscars this year in the year of our Lord 2024? That doesn't make sense at all.
So, did you read through all the nominees today, Matt?
I woke up and watched them live.
Okay, good.
And I have to say, the people who announced them are adorable.
Yeah.
And I want to see them in a movie together.
We were saying that earlier, me and Siobhan. I kept saying, I may have cut some of that out because I think I went too hard on it. I kept saying, man, that Jack Quaid and that Zazie Beetz, oh boy, they are very attractive.
He is so cute.
He's cute. And Zazie
My
Beetz,
goodness.
they're both cute. They're very cute. And me and Siobhan have agreed, I don't know where we're going to fall on this, Matt, but Jack Quaid, the best Quaid? Yes?
Yeah.
Have you heard what Dennis Quaid's been saying? I mean, we already know.
No, I don't listen to him.
Yeah,
no one listens to him. No one's listened to him since the 80s.
Folks listening, Google Dennis Quaid.
I'd rather not.
And see what he's been up to. No, Matt, you're fine. Listeners, go find out what Dennis Quaid's up to. Back to the Oscars. Oppenheimer, the most nominated film with 13 nominations. After that, Poor Things with 11. Killers of the Flower Moon with 10. Barbie with 8, Maestro with 7, and then a lot of ties for 5. American Fiction, and Before Fall, The Holdovers, Zone of Interest. Let's go to Best Picture. Matt, how many of these have you seen?
Let's see. I have seen 4 of them.
4 of them. Which 4 have you seen?
I've seen Barbie, I've seen The Holdovers, Killers of the Flower Moon, and Oppenheimer.
Are you in the bag?
Run through them, and I'll tell you if I want to see them.
Okay. And by the way, I think you and Siobhan are tied with the amount of Best Picture films seen, 4 and 4. I've seen all of them.
Aren't you fancy?
I am. I live in a town where they just play these things, and I pay $2 to see them, and that's great because I have a monthly subscription to the theater.
Nice.
So I'm living large here. This used to be a flyover state. Now apparently Austin is the third of like the most like when they go, hey, it's a limited run. Now
it's New York, LA, and Austin,
and now it's Austin.
Yeah.
I've lucked out because I saw the Zone of Interest like a month ago.
Jesus.
So I'm fancy. Best Picture this year, American Fiction.
I want to see that.
It is very good.
It looks good.
I think you'll like it a lot. I did enjoy. I don't think it's as great.
I like what's her name that's in American Fiction. Tracy Ellis Ross?
Yeah, Tracy Ellis Ross. I just had to confirm.
Yeah, she's cool.
I think it's a good movie. Like I said, I think you'll enjoy it. It's good. Anatomy of a Fall.
I'm probably watching that in the next week or so. I really want to see it. It's a courtroom drama and murder investigation, and that's what I want.
It is. If you're hooked by that,
from what I've seen, it looks like a Matt movie. So
yeah.
Sign me up.
I'll say, to use your phrasing from earlier, I think in the beginning I was worried it might be a bit too glacial, a bit too slow. But once the courtroom stuff happens, like, you're hooked.
Yeah, gimme.
Oh, yes.
Gimme.
So yeah, Anatomy of a Fall, good. Barbie,
great movie.
I love Barbie.
I still want to do Barbenheimer at home. I haven't done that yet.
I should do that too. I own both the 4K Blu-rays now, so
me too.
And I think it works. Barbenheimer works. That's a great double feature.
It really does work.
Yeah, The Holdovers.
My favorite movie of last year.
It is very good.
I have seen it 4 times.
I don't blame you. They're showing it again here in town at my local theater. I know it's on Peacock, but I don't know. I can see that movie again. I've seen
got that Blu-ray, baby.
Oh, you got the Blu-ray? No 4K. I'm assuming.
When you redeem the code, the iTunes file is 4K.
Okay, yeah, that's good.
Very weird.
I do like
my favorite movie last year. I've seen it so many times.
Siobhan is on the record as not being a fan. So,
yeah, I don't get it.
Yeah. Well, some aspects of it I get. Folks, Google Alexander Payne. Find out more.
Oh,
Killers of the Flower Moon. Fantastic.
It's very good.
Yeah. That's another movie that's playing here in theaters again, and I'm excited to go to see it. I know it's on Apple TV, but I'm like, yeah, I would rather sit in a theater and watch this again for 3.5 hours than sitting at home. I think it's a masterpiece. Well, you haven't seen this, have you? Maestro.
No, I haven't watched this yet. It looks pretty bad.
You should give it a shot. Just to watch it. I'm interested in your take. You might like it, but
I don't think I will.
It's interesting. I don't like it. My girlfriend, who I saw it with, she's a huge a Bernstein fan, and she came out of it saying, "Well, the music was good, but the movie itself not so good."
Do they reference Tar at all?
No.
Damn it!
She should have been in the
cowards
in the post credit sequence, just in the post credit
the Maestro universe.
And then of course Oppenheimer,
amazing movie.
Yes, it is amazing.
It's my favorite Nolan.
Yeah. See,
by far.
I've been rewatching Nolan recently. I still think Inception is my favorite. And
more like Boppenheimer. Am I right, kids? No? Cool.
I like Oppenheimer. I've come around on Oppenheimer a lot in the last few months. I still don't think it's my favorite Nolan, but it's still good. I like Tenet more than
Oh wow. Okay.
I love Tenet.
Tenet's fucking cool.
I love it so much. Past Lives.
It's sitting on my coffee table right now. I have not watched it yet. I really want to watch it. I've been a fan of what is her name? Greta Lee?
Yes, Greta Lee.
Been a fan of hers since her little bit part in that Amy Poehler movie, Sisters.
Oh, yes.
She's very funny in that.
Yeah.
But I really want to watch that. It's sitting on my coffee table right now.
If it doesn't affect you, Matt, I'll say you have no soul.
Cool.
No, I'm kidding. I know you have a soul. It's one of those movies where it's only happened twice in the last 2 years, where I come out of a movie and I just see people crying in the lobby.
Hell yeah.
It happened with Past Lives.
Okay.
I heard people audibly crying in the theater, and then out in the lobby I saw people. There's a group of women huddled around one woman who was uncontrollably crying and going through it after seeing Past Lives.
Jesus.
And then the last time that happened was Everything Everywhere All at Once, where people were crying in the lobby. And not to set that up as like, oh, you're gonna cry your eyes out. it's beyond that. It's a great movie. I think it's really good.
It looks really good.
Yeah. Poor Things.
Okay, here's my thing with this movie.
Oh yeah, you
haven't seen it yet
on the Discord. Yeah,
and I only recently got over Emma Stone's eyebrows in it.
The eyebrows.
To the point where I can bring myself to watch it.
Okay.
So I'm waiting for digital for that one, but I will be watching it.
It's an interesting movie. I think
they are off-putting eyebrows, Marcelo.
I get it. Yes, I don't have that eyebrow vision you have. I don't care about eyebrows.
It's all I see. I just see these two giant caterpillars on her face, and it's like, stop.
Now I'm self-conscious about my eyebrows. I don't know how you...
Yours are fine. Don't worry about it.
Okay, thank you. We're on video right now, folks.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's how he knows. And I think you've said this on the Discord, that you won't see this.
You couldn't pay me to see this movie.
The Zone of Interest.
You could not pay me to watch this movie.
Listen, it's one of those... Okay, let me... Just hear me out for 30 seconds. It is one of those take your medicine movies, right? But it is exquisitely shot.
Drug-free, baby. No medicine here.
It's exquisitely shot. The sound in it, like everybody's been saying, I mean, it got nominated for Best Sound. It's extraordinary. Soundtrack's extraordinary. It's a powerful movie. Matt is grimacing right now on video. Come on. It's Jonathan Glazer. You don't you like Under the Skin? Come on.
Well enough.
Okay.
But no, there's no way in hell I'm watching this movie.
It is what you think it is. It is rough to watch.
Yeah, I'm not.
But there's.
I'm not watching. Woe is me. My life is so hard. I live next to a concentration camp.
Oh no, that's not what this is.
Well, that's what it looks like.
No. This what it is we are terrible people. Terrible things are happening around us, and we don't care.
Exactly.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Woe is me. It's more like
this camp is a nuisance.
Yeah, or more. It's more like this camp is just there, and we don't pay attention to it.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. There's no convincing you.
No.
There's nuance to it, Matt. I mean, it's one of those things where it's like, the way I described it, I'm like, okay, yeah, it's about these people who just turn away from the evil that's happening, that they're also contributing to. And you could say, hey, what's happening in 2024? Oh, wait, more evil is happening, and we're just turning away from it. It's terrible. It's a cycle of violence that we just turn away from. Zone of Interest. Matt refuses to see it.
I won't.
Okay.
I won't do it.
Those are our Best Picture nominees.
I will get my fill of that actress by watching Anatomy of a Fall.
Yeah, she is amazing in Anatomy of a Fall. She was nominated for that movie. Sandra Huller. I think she's maybe not as good, but she's also great in Zone of Interest, by the way. What category interests you the most, Matt, other than Best Picture?
Visual effects is very interesting this year.
Visual effects? Let's jump to visual effects. Okay, Best Visual Effects. The nominees are The Creator.
Which looks amazing for the budget that movie had. Someone said that movie's budget was $80 million.
It's something. It's less than you think because...
And then you have, like, these $200 million movies that look like ass.
The Marvels. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like, no, you can do a lot with a little.
Yeah, you're right. 80 million.
Yeah, The Creator is fucking beautiful.
I had my problems with that movie. I'm not in love with it like a lot of people are. But as soon as they announced, I think it's also nominated for Best Sound. Yeah, Best Sound. And The Creator was on it. I'm like, yes, The Creator, Best Sound, because it deserves it.
Yeah, and because of the Radiohead needle drop.
Which is
amazing.
Good. I think it's good.
Amazing.
I think it's good. And then The Creator also got Best Visual Effects. I'm like, yes, The Creator, 2 nominations.
Good.
I was excited for a movie I didn't care for in the long run, but the craft is there. I think it deserves those nominations. I was excited about that. Godzilla -1. This one...
I haven't seen it.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, I know.
No, it's fine. You'll see it when you see it, but...
I'm going to see it at home because I am going to do a double feature of the original and -1.
That is a good double feature. I was lucky to see this again in a theater just this past Sunday, and man, does that movie hold up? It's now... I haven't seen every single Godzilla movie. Mm-hmm. I've seen maybe...
I have.
Yeah, you have. You're the expert here. But
I've
seen maybe 10, 15 around there. This is my top 3. Godzilla -1.
Oh,
it's
shit. Okay.
incredible. But I have a weird ranking. Godzilla original, that's 1. I might put Godzilla 2014 number 2 because
That one's my favorite.
I do love that movie. It is great. And then number 3, Godzilla -1. It is amazing. I'd like to hear your thoughts once you see that movie, Godzilla -1.
Oh, you will.
Yeah. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3.
It's one of the actual best looking,
Yeah.
effects-wise, Marvel movies.
Yeah. I mean, compared to the other ones, like one of the worst ones I've seen visual effects wise was, what was it? Thor Love and Thunder? Oh man.
I didn't finish that movie.
I don't blame you.
I made it 10 minutes in and I turned it off.
I don't blame you, Matt. It is rough. It is a rough movie. But yeah, Guardians 3, good visual effects wise. And also, I think maybe Marvel's last great movie. Rest in peace. Rest in peace, Marvel. Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1. Which okay.
Yeah. I am very happy that this franchise is finally getting noticed.
I was just going to bring that up. Yeah.
But the VFX in this movie are not that great compared to the rest of the series.
I agree. It's a little rough. Yeah, that factoid I read earlier. This is the first nomination for a Mission Impossible film, which is insane. Insane to me. I don't know why I thought this. Maybe because I'm just blind, because I'm just focusing on my favorite movies. If you would have told me Mission Impossible Fallout got like 5 nominations, I'm like, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, that would make sense. Yeah.
Best sound, best visual effects.
Yeah.
Best score. Cinematography. Yeah. No, nothing. And that's
nothing.
I think that is a much better movie than Dead Reckoning Part 1 in a lot of aspects, including the visual effects. I think the visual effects in Fallout are fucking incredible. But yeah, I agree. Dead Reckoning Part 1, kind of iffy on the effects, but glad I got a nomination. So that's something. And finally, Napoleon.
Hell yeah.
Your boy Ridley Scott. Oh, you've seen it, right? Yeah, you've seen it. Of course. Yeah, seen it. Yeah, of course. I enjoyed the movie. I think more than most people. I think it is fun.
It's funny.
It is funny. It is very funny.
It's fucking hilarious. And the battle sequences are next level.
Yeah.
The VFX in that one battle with like the water and the ice.
Yes. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
The moment I knew I was in for a ride was, I think, one of the opening battle scenes where a
cannonball in the chest.
A horse gets taken out.
The reverse chest burster. Ridley doing a callback.
I'm like, holy shit!
Yeah,
horse just got exploded by a cannonball. Napoleon. No, it's not on Apple TV yet, is it? Which is a shame. Is. It is on Apple TV.
Wait, not streaming. You can buy it.
Okay, yeah, you can buy it. It's on VOD. Yeah. I'm eager to see that extended cut.
Same.
Yeah, because I do think it's.
The fuck are they waiting for?
It's a movie that can definitely benefit from it being longer, sort of like a Kingdom of Heaven.
Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I really don't have any big disappointments with the nominees this year. They're pretty good.
Yeah, they're pretty good. I think that's. I've already said, the things I was disappointed in earlier in the show, but now, like, several hours later, I'm like, this is good, okay?
Yeah, it's fine.
It could have been a lot worse.
It'll be a very interesting night.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. How about your thoughts
Best actor.
Okay, fine, let's go to Best Actor.
All right.
Bradley Cooper, Maestro.
Mm-hmm.
Boo. Coleman Domingo, Rustin.
Haven't seen it, but I like him.
I like him a lot.
He seems like a cool dude.
He does seem like a cool dude. He said something to the effect of like, yeah, it's great getting the nomination. Having worked in the industry for 30 years, having it pay off is amazing. So that's great. Paul Giamatti, The Holdovers.
He's my pick.
Yeah.
I think they're going to do it. I think he's going to... my friend said it the other day, but I think he's going to Olivia Colman it, and just sweep in and win.
I do think so, and
it's one of those awards that's both a long time coming and more than well deserved.
Exactly, yeah. I'm in the same boat. I would be very happy to see him on stage.
He's so good in that movie,
and he is very
that
good in that
look
movie.
of devastation when he's at the Christmas party. Oh, God. And it's also like, it's one of those performances that the Academy usually goes for.
Yeah.
He explodes like Giamatti does, but he's also like really introspective and he shows range.
Yeah.
Oh, God. He's so good.
Time to go see the holdovers again.
Yeah.
The frontrunner who I thought was going to get it for a while, Cillian Murphy,
I
Oppenheimer.
think he's the only competition.
Yeah. Like
he's it. And I think that Oppenheimer is going to win enough that I don't think it's going to get that.
Yeah. Although, him, winning instead of Giamatti, I mean, it'd be a totally Giamatti thing if Giamatti lost.
Yeah, I know.
But I think Cillian Murphy would also be a deserving winner. I think I'd be happy with that. And Jeffrey Wright in American Fiction, which I do like that they nominated him. It's not like a showy performance.
Yeah.
But it's a good Jeffrey Wright performance. And I think
he's good.
I think this is his first nomination. I don't think he's been nominated before.
No, he hasn't. I don't think so.
So I'm very happy he got nominated. Let's see. Any other categories? We can do this all night, but we won't.
Throw a category out.
Why don't we do... Let's see. I mean, how about this? We can talk about this and then transition into the next segment.
Okay.
Best Supporting Actor.
Oh, okay.
We'll talk about this briefly, and then we'll talk about it more later. How about that?
Sure.
So the nominees are Sterling K. Brown, American Fiction.
Okay.
He's very good. I do like him as an actor. Robert De Niro, Killers of the Flower Moon.
Terrifying.
Very terrifying. A low-key De Niro performance, which I very much enjoy.
Look at me like this makes sense.
Yeah. Robert Downey Jr., Oppenheimer.
Mm-hmm.
The winner, I think.
Obviously.
Ryan Gosling, Barbie.
Mm-hmm.
Very good. Deserving. Mark Ruffalo, Poor Things.
I like him. I'm a fan.
I do like him a lot. I'll say this about this category. I would have put in Willem Dafoe and Poor Things over Mark Ruffalo.
I haven't seen it, so I don't know.
My
outside thought is that he's not in it for much.
Dafoe?
Yeah.
I think they're in it about the same.
Okay.
But I think, not to give it away, but Dafoe's performance, I think, is more, has more of an emotional punch than Ruffalo's.
Ruffalo looks like he's just having a blast.
I was going to say, Ruffalo is on the same, level in terms of, providing a comedic performance as, Ryan Gosling. They're both, just having a ball. Yeah. And, yeah. But, I don't know. Dafoe, hopefully he gets his Oscar, eventually. But not gonna
It'll
be this
happen.
year. It's not going to be this year. Just to finish this segment off, like you said, nothing major, no huge snubs. You're like, oh, it's fine, it's whatever. Yeah. I mean, your favorite movie.
The Oscars. It happens every year.
Yeah, your favorite movie of the year, The Holdovers, that one. I mean, that got nominated. Yeah, they got 5 nominations. So
and she's a lock for supporting actress.
Yes, Divine Joy.
Let's be real.
Randolph. Yes,
let's be real.
Yeah. One.
I've been a fan of hers for years.
Yeah.
In all those little bit parts she would do in comedies. I like what TV I've seen her do. She's fantastic.
Yeah.
She's really good in Only Murders in the Building.
Oh, yes. She is good in that.
She's a lot of fun in that. I like her in that. I like her in The Lost City. I thought she was great in that.
Yeah.
I liked her in Dolomite.
Yes, she's very good in that.
I thought she was actually going to be nominated for that years ago. But no, she is phenomenal in The Holdovers.
I think so, yeah. I was going to say a snub, I think, for me. I'm like, I wish he would have got in. Dominic Sessa in Holdovers. I like the kid a lot.
We'll talk about him later.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's a tease. There's one other one. Oh, Charles Melton in May December.
I need to see that.
I love that movie. We'll talk about him later. Okay. We're going to skip over one segment because I'm just having so much fun with Matt, and we've talked about the Oscars for 40 minutes, so why don't we have. Yeah. And I don't want to take up Matt's time where we're talking here till midnight. So we're just going to skip over our classic Hey, What Are You Watching segment. We'll save that for... it's fine. If you want to listen to me and Matt talking about what we've watched, go back to the back catalog of Hey, What You Watching.
But I've watched some good movies lately.
Okay, fine.
That I came prepared to talk about.
Because Matt is so enthusiastic, and because he's the guest host, his way is the way we go. So, Matt,
Cool.
Hey, what is it that you've been watching? This is our segment where we talk about the movies we've watched recently. So, you have the floor now.
I just have two that I want to talk about.
Okay, let's go. Let's get to it.
Okay,
What are the
so
two?
my husband and I started the year with a cruise-a-thon
Yes.
where we're going through all of his movies in order. And it's been fantastic, clearing up a lot of blind spots. So this past week, I finally saw A Few Good Men.
Oh, I have not seen that.
Fucking awesome movie. Holy shit. It's got everything. It has great performances. It's fucking courtroom drama, Marcelo, with Kevin Bacon and Tom Cruise fighting it out like in court. It's great. And the other one I just saw for the first time is Jerry Maguire.
Oh, okay.
Perfect movie.
Okay. All right.
Might be my favorite performance of his.
Wow.
I think he is next level in that. I can't believe he didn't win. That is astounding to me that they didn't give it to him that year, because what are you doing, guys?
Who was he up against that year? Do you know that offhand?
I just know that he lost to Jeffrey Rush for some
Jeffrey
piano
Rush.
player movie.
Piano player movie.
And it's like, you can stop. You can stop.
Oh boy, but Tom Cruise we'll talk more about later.
Because in Jerry Maguire, he's in anything but cruise control.
Okay. you just wanted to you'd say that. That's why I want to do this segment, Matt. I see right through you. Okay,
Yeah, that's fine.
I've got two quick ones. Hey, what is it that I've been watching? Two 2024 movies.
Not real. This year hasn't started
is real.
yet.
You know,
Fake.
I've seen 3 2024 movies so far.
Jesus.
Mean Girls is still the best one.
I haven't been to the movies in about a month.
You're not missing much, man.
Last thing I saw was Ferrari.
Did you like Ferrari?
I loved it.
Yeah,
Yes.
Ferrari, great. By the way,
movie.
speaking of snub, Penelope Cruz. Oh
Yeah, that's
boy.
weird.
That's a weird one. Oh,
That's
God.
weird.
I would have loved to have seen her in that.
She was really good in that.
She was, in my opinion, the best part of that movie was Penelope Cruz.
Yes.
Yeah. But 2024, I've seen 3 movies. I saw Mean Girls last week. This week, I decided, hey, let's catch up on more 2024 movies. There are like 5 of them out there right now.
Lies.
So I saw I.S.S.
That looks like stupid fun.
It's more stupid than fun.
Okay.
But I don't regret watching it. It's decent, but it is dumb. It's mostly dumb.
It looks very stupid. I can't wait to see
Yeah,
it.
I do like Ariana DeBose a lot. She's the star. I like Chris Messina a lot.
Oh, him, yeah.
Yeah, he's got a mustache in this movie.
Nice.
But I left rolling my eyes at this movie.
Oh, God.
at the end, kind of baffling some of the decisions it makes. Yeah, but again, it's mostly dumb.
January, baby.
Should have been fun. Speaking of dumb fun, The Beekeeper. I saw
Buzz,
The
buzz,
Beekeeper.
bitch. Movie looks ridiculous. I want to see it.
It's oh god. Speaking of dumb, it is a lot of dumb.
Yeah.
It is a lot of fun though.
Yeah, it looks like that, too.
It's so this wins the dumb fun award. I think.
I just want to see Jason Statham kick people.
He does.
Good.
And it's great when he does.
I also want to see him feed people to bees. Does he do that?
do you want me to spoil that for you?
Does anyone get killed by bees?
No.
Like, he doesn't like shoot bees out of his hand like in Metal Gear. Like, he's not like he's not him. He's not the pain.
Is that the pain? He does throw honey at somebody, and that honey is flammable.
Yes.
So there's
Honey's
that.
not flammable.
His honey is.
Okay. This sounds really dumb. I can't wait to see
And
it.
every other thing he says is
a bee pun.
related. It's like, I gotta protect the nest. Or I
You
gotta,
like jazz?
That's a Bean movie reference, folks. I want to say this without spoiling it. There's a moment in the film where there's a reveal, and I'm like, holy shit, are they going to do what I think they're going to do?
And they did.
They didn't, which is disappointing. It really disappointed me. But I'm not going to spoil it here, but it's one of the most wild twists I've seen in a movie.
Hell yeah.
So there you go. I think it is worth a watch. Maybe not in a theater. Just wait till it comes out in...
Same thing with I.S.S. I'll do that when it's streaming. I'll watch I.S. when it's streaming.
These are both streaming movies, Beekeeper and I.S.S. I still think Mean Girls is better than both of these movies. I had fun.
Really don't want to see that.
It's fun.
I've heard the songs and I'm good.
Yeah, you know...
I'm good.
Yeah, okay, I don't think I said this last episode, because I talked about this last episode. I talked about the movie, but not my experience. I don't think I mentioned this. A woman was singing along through the entire movie.
Lies.
She knew all of the songs. She sang along, like, nope, like, why?
What?
Who?
What?
Nobody wants to hear you sing, first off, and also, it's Mean Girls. Like, why... Do you have the songs memorized in this movie?
Weird.
It is weird. It was very weird. I almost turned around and told her to shut up, but then I realized I'm in Mean Girls. This is not a movie for me.
Not your place, Marcelo.
It's not my place. This woman, I'm sure, is a big fan and a lot younger than me.
She can embarrass herself on her own. Don't worry.
Yeah, it was very embarrassing. Anyway, I still like the movie.
She just wants to be someone's story that they tell years from now.
I'm doing it 2 weeks later, so she wins.
Jesus.
All right, so that is that is the segment. What is it that we have been watching? And now, on to the main event.
Yes.
It is our movie of the week. Matt is holding it up to the video where nobody can see it except me. It's A Fish Called Wanda.
Wanda.
All right, A Fish Called Wanda. We're going to do a quick... your thoughts on A Fish Called Wanda, Matt. Then we'll go to the Oscars of that year, of 1988. We'll see what it was up against. We'll see what won Best Picture. But before we do that, A Fish Called Wanda, just your initial thoughts, your general thoughts on this movie. I know you like it a lot.
I only saw it for the first time a couple years ago.
Oh.
But this is one of the funniest movies I've ever seen. Mm-hmm. And it's got such a tight screenplay, and no scene is wasted, and it's so much fun. Everyone is great in it. It's just a blast and a half. It's like it's not a heist movie. It's an after the heist movie, which I appreciate. I like that whole aspect of it. It's just awesome, and everyone's good in it. And weird thing is, for years, I thought Jamie Lee Curtis won for this. When, like, last year at the Oscars, it's like, oh, it's her first nomination. I'm like, no, she was nominated for Fish Called Wanda, like, in the 80s. Yeah. No, apparently she wasn't. So
that is wild.
Yeah. But no, it's great. Kevin Kline deserved his Oscar. It's fantastic. I love this movie. Mm.
My thoughts, I saw this movie for the first time, I think, over 10 years ago. I remembered very little of it. And now on this rewatch, I will say this. You may not like this, Matt. I'm like, is this supposed to be funny? I didn't laugh as much as I wanted to. But, and I was going to come in, I was going to come in here.
It's British funny.
I know. But here's the thing. I was going to come in here knives out, but then I slept on it and I go, you know what? It does work, I think, because of the cast.
It works because of the cast, and honestly, I feel like it is an extension of that Monty Python type of humor. I mean, you have two Pythons in it, and they basically, like, Cleese wrote a lot of it with Palin.
Yeah, Michael Palin.
Who is the secret MVP of this movie. His character is just so funny. It's the animal rights activist who accidentally keeps killing animals is so dark and funny.
Uh-huh.
God, when the safe falls on the dog, my God, the howl I let out.
Again, all this I think is good, what we're saying. But I think, and we'll get into this in a bit. My main issue, I think, is just John Cleese himself. I don't buy him as the lead. I don't buy him as...
See, I like him as the lead. I think he's good.
He's
solid.
I don't know. I think that's my problem. And also, I think Kevin Kline is the perfect asshole in this.
Yes, he is.
Maybe too much so, because I'm like, I don't like this guy at all.
No, you're
but
not supposed to.
That's the point.
You're not supposed to like him. Otto's an asshole.
Yeah. But like, I've not seen
And he's also like the dumbest asshole.
Yeah. And it's like, I think it is, brilliant writing now that I've realized that I'm saying this, but like, I don't think I've seen a worse like asshole who is just so dumb.
He's so stupid.
Inept.
He's so stupid.
Like jealous, just driven by his own desires.
The London Underground is not a political movement.
But I can see why he won the Oscar, because I think it's undeniable that he's just
great.
Yeah, he's just this character.
He lights
through and
up
through.
the screen as this big dumb idiot.
Yeah.
Who thinks he's smart.
Yeah.
That's the best part.
So those are
Like,
initial.
he's so certain he's a genius.
Yeah.
But everyone around him is like, no, man, you're like really dumb. You're like really stupid.
I am coming around this movie more and more as we talk about it, which is good. Again,
It's fun.
I was going to come in here and I was out saying I didn't like it. I think there are things to like. I did not end up hating it.
And I love Jamie Lee Curtis in this movie.
Jamie Lee Curtis.
She is delightful.
Like, oh my god! I can see why you thought she was nominated.
I could have
She won.
sworn.
Yeah, because I think she really stands out. I think she really pops in this movie.
Oh, she's great in this movie.
Yeah.
She's fun. Mm-hmm. She's like effervescent almost.
Yeah.
Like, God, and she commits. She's
does.
really, really funny.
Yeah. She is excellent. I think she is my favorite part of the movie. Jamie Lee Curtis. For me, I think so.
Yeah.
We'll get back to the movie. We'll talk more about it. But first, the Oscars of that year. The 61st Academy Awards.
1988, you said?
Yes, 1988. The ceremony took place on March 29th, 1989. Let's go through and
winners and nominees. Let's see. I'm on Wikipedia.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens.
Wait. Don't. Have you looked at the nominees yet?
I know what won Best Picture, but I don't know anything else.
Okay, that was the question I was going to ask you, but you already know.
I just watched it as part of my cruise-a-thon last week for the first time.
So this is why I was saying earlier we're going to talk about Cruise in a bit. The game I play with Siobhan is, can you guess what won Best Picture this year? Mm-hmm. But Matt, I'm going to ask you that question. Matt, do you know what won Best Picture this year?
Yes, I do.
What
yes.
is it?
Rain Man.
Rain Man, okay. Rain Man won Best Picture. The nominees that year that Rain Man beat out were The Accidental Tourist.
Not a real movie.
Dangerous Liaisons.
I've heard it's good.
Mississippi Burning.
Haven't seen it, but it's on my shelf.
And I think you like this movie, Working Girl.
Oh, that should have won.
There you go.
Amazing movie. Amazing movie.
Yeah. I think that's another one that I've seen, but
God,
it's been a very long time since I've seen it.
Harrison Ford is so charming in that movie.
Yeah.
It's got that great exchange when like he's in the elevator and she's like, I don't think I really like you. And he's like, me? Nah. I'm like, yeah, exactly. How could you not like him?
So let's go through some of the winners that night. Best Director, Barry Levinson. Wow. He won over...
For The Bay.
Yeah, for Rain Man. He won over...
No, he won for The Bay.
The Bay?
He predicted the future.
What are you talking? Is that a movie?
He did a movie, found footage movie called The Bay. That was like utterly terrifying.
Is that him?
Yes.
I've seen that movie. Is that the one where... Wait, no, I'm thinking about the wrong one. What's the one where it has like the worms coming into people's mouths? That's something else, right?
They're like little like crustaceans.
Yeah, I guess that's what I'm talking.
Yes, that one. That's The Bay.
And Barry Levinson directed it?
Yeah, I know, right? Wild career that guy has.
Oh my god, you're right. Yeah, I just looked it up. The poster. Oh my god.
Yes.
Yeah. Jesus Christ, how did I forget that?
Huh.
Yeah, I've seen this movie and I'm like, Jesus, this is weird. 85 minutes long. Anyway, yeah, you're right. He won.
I recently did see Rain Man for the first time and pretty good. Yeah. Pretty good movie. It's baffling that was the number one movie of the year.
Such a weird time.
The weird
the 80s,
time.
The late
weird
80s.
time. Weird time.
Best director, Barry Levinson, but what's wild is he won over Martin Scorsese for The Last Temptation of Christ.
Yeah.
Jesus. And Mike Nichols for Working Girl.
Yeah.
Best Actor, of course, Dustin Hoffman.
And then Fish Called Wanda was up for Best Director.
Yeah, Best Director. I'm just skipping through the winners. Best Actress, Jodie Foster for The Accused.
Haven't seen it.
Me neither. Best Supporting Actress,
Let's see, supporting
Gina
actress.
Davis.
Haven't
The
seen it.
Accidental Tourist.
I would have given it to Joan Cusack.
Yes, for Working Girl.
Yes.
Best Screenplay, written directly for the screen. Original screenplay, I guess. Rain Man.
Yep.
A Fish Called Wanda was in the running. Best Adapted, Dangerous Liaisons. And I think that's all worth talking about. Let's go back to the Best Supporting Actor category here. Kevin Kline won for A Fish Called Wanda. That's why we're here.
Yes, it is.
He won over Alec Guinness for Little Dorrit.
Sure.
Martin Landau for Tucker, The Man in His Dream.
Now, he's great in that movie, too.
I've not seen that movie.
What? Oh, it's great.
I need to watch it.
Very underrated Coppola.
River Phoenix, Running on Empty.
Haven't seen it.
Dean Stockwell, Married to the Mob.
Haven't seen it.
Let's talk about supporting actor this year. I would have said, yeah. Rain Man got nominated for a lot. It won a lot. Tom Cruise was nominated, right?
No, he wasn't.
No, that's what I was thinking. I'm like,
honestly, he should have been.
Yeah. Now, I have not seen the movie. You've seen it. So you're definitively saying Tom Cruise should have been nominated in this category.
He should have been nominated over Hoffman.
Over Hoffman.
Hoffman's good. He's good. But the character arc of Tom Cruise's character is so much more interesting, and like, he starts off the movie as like this inhuman asshole, and he becomes a human by the end of the movie. It's really beautiful. And you can see the transformation in his face and how he carries himself. And it's just, God, he's so great in that movie.
Now, I have not seen the movie, so just correct me if I'm wrong. I would have assumed Tom Cruise was the supporting actor, but is he the lead actor?
I would say they're co-leads.
They're co-leads. Okay, yeah.
I mean, Hoffman, honestly, he might be the lead. Hoffman doesn't show up for like half an hour.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Again, I haven't seen this. Let's jump to Best Actor.
It's a pretty good movie.
Yeah. Best Actor, of course, Hoffman won for Rain Man.
Yes.
He won over Gene Hackman, Mississippi Burning. Tom Hanks, Big. Oh, I forgot he was nominated for that.
It was first nomination, yeah.
Yeah, wow. Edward James Olmos, Stand and Deliver. And Max von Sydow, Pell the Conqueror. The Conqueror.
I haven't seen any of these movies.
No.
I mean, I've seen Big.
Yeah, of course, Big.
I mean, everyone's seen Big. Everyone has seen Big.
I have not seen, again, I'll say this one more time. I have not seen Rain Man, so I don't know. It's just a big blind spot for me.
But out of the two I've seen, I probably would have gone with Hoffman.
Yeah, okay. All right, so let's go back to Fish Called Wanda. And I think I mentioned it already. It was nominated for Best Screenplay and Best Director. And
should have been a co-director nomination, but that's fine.
Yeah, because I mean, John Cleese wrote the film, but
he ghost directed most of it.
Okay, yeah, that does make sense.
Yeah,
but A Fish Called Wanda was nominated for three awards for director, supporting actor, screenplay. It won for supporting actor. Let's go back to Fish Called Wanda. So yeah, I mean, like I said, not to belabor this, but John Cleese, I think, is my only sore spot in this movie. It's I don't know if I just don't. I guess it's the point. He's like the proper British man.
Yes.
He's stuck up. What is
but he gets loose by the end.
He gets loose by the end. But a barrister, is that what he is? Is that what he is?
Yeah, it's like a lawyer, British lawyer,
right? Yeah, lawyer. I don't know. I guess I didn't buy him as the lead. If maybe somebody else was in that role, I don't know who. Maybe it would have worked better for me. It just felt too much like I hate this thought, but like he thought to himself, I'm going to write a script where I get to make out with Jamie Lee Curtis. Which I'm like, sure.
Honestly, I watched the movie with the commentary.
Okay.
She was not even a consideration when he was writing the screenplay.
Really?
Yeah. When they were casting the movie, I believe one of his friends was like, you should see this movie called Trading Places.
Uh-huh.
and you should check out this girl that's in it. And he's like, oh no, wow, she's really good. Let's see if we can get her.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I do think, like I said before, I think she is the key to me in this movie for me to just say,
she's the key to the movie.
It is enjoyable. I like that I'm following her story more closely than the other stories around. I'm like, yes, I want her to win. I want her to get the diamonds. I guess we should talk about the plot of this movie.
They steal diamonds and they have to hide them when the cops start coming. And now this is all, the whole movie is basically, let's get the diamonds back.
Yeah, let's get the diamonds back.
Yeah.
And Jamie Lee Curtis, Kevin Kline, Michael Palin, they're all part of this gang, or not gang, just these robbers who stole these diamonds.
Bad guys.
Yeah, bad guys. And John Cleese is the lawyer to the fourth guy, who I don't know his name.
He's just some guy.
He's just some guy. The fourth
robber.
Robber, who's in British prison.
British prison.
And then wild and wacky situations happen where there's a key to a safety deposit box that's in Jamie Lee Curtis's necklace that gets lost in John Cleese's house, and then she has to get it back.
And that whole scene is hilarious. If it's KGB secrets, then why are you telling everyone?
Yeah, Kevin Kline somehow finds himself in John Cleese's house pretending to be Jamie Lee Curtis's brother,
who's also a CIA agent.
He's a CIA agent. that scene is funny.
God, it's so good.
God, and then my favorite moment in the movie is like when John Cleese and Jamie Lee Curtis are making out, and then you see Kevin Kline in the background, like out the window. Initially, he's outside looking in, and then we see him like move around outside.
It's so funny.
He disappears.
Yes.
Jamie Lee Curtis and John Cleese are on the bed. And then, like, he just pops up from behind.
Pops up. Yes.
Up at the right time. And, yeah, that was my favorite moment in the movie. I'm like, okay, this movie's not all bad. I do enjoy.
The comedic timing in this movie is next level.
It is good. You said before you think Michael Palin.
Love him.
You think he's like the MVP of this movie, right?
Secret MVP.
The secret MVP.
Yes.
He's got a stutter in the movie.
Yes.
Yes, he's an animal activist. He loves animals, yet he continues to kill a series of dogs.
Yes,
which is hilarious.
It's so dark, but it's so funny.
It is dark. Let's see. Okay, I'll say this. I wish this movie were a bit darker at the end, and I'll tell you why. I think Kevin Kline is just. He got under my skin, and that's on purpose, right?
That's
the point.
Oh, yes.
And I forgot how this movie ended. So watching this again felt like watching it new. When Michael Palin is on that what do you
steamroller?
The steamroller.
Revenge.
And slowly rolls over Kevin Kline, who's stuck in the cement.
It's so funny.
I'm like, yes, he's dead. He's dead.
God,
but
it's so good.
He's not dead. Kevin Kline survives.
It's so good.
I kind of wish we had seen a terrible Kevin Kline murder.
Jesus.
Like just his character just exploding. That would have been more satisfying, I think, as an end.
That would have been fun.
But then for the final payoff, he shows up again, like as John Cleese and Jamie Lee Curtis are like on the plane making out. He pops up like in the window on the wing of the plane. Which
funny.
Is fine. It's good. And then those final credits, the final text at the end saying,
yes.
I forget what it was exactly. I think Kevin Kline ends up in South Africa.
Yeah,
or something.
Some ridiculous,
ridiculous plot. It says here, Archie and Wanda were married in Rio, had 17 children, and founded a leper colony.
Yes.
Ken became master of ceremonies at SeaWorld. And Otto became the Minister of Justice for South Africa.
Nice.
Which I think that joke would have landed better in the 80s.
Probably, but still.
I don't know. After talking about this colony. After talking about this with you, Matt, I don't hate this movie.
That's a good punchline, though, for them.
It is a good punchline.
They founded a leper colony.
What else can you say about A Fish Called Wanda, Matt?
Not much, other than if you dig British humor, and Jamie Lee Curtis. And Mr. Fish Odor, you'll like it.
And Kevin Kline as the best supporting actor winner. What else can you say about him?
It's a nice win.
Yeah.
It's one of those, like, you look into it and you're like, oh, okay, I get it. Like, someone mentions it offhand, you're like, what? And then you watch the movie, you're like, no, I get it. This makes sense.
It's one of those wins where we still look back at it.
Yeah.
And we think, yeah, I mean, to compare it to this year, to these nominees, I mean, I think in its own way, Kevin Kline winning for A Fish Called Wanda, a comedy, kind of paved the way, made it, more okay for comedies to get nominated, because sometimes the Oscars have a prejudice against comedies, because sometimes they're stuck up. Yeah, Matt, I know that's a surprise.
You don't say.
We get like Ryan Gosling getting nominated for a comedic performance.
Honestly, well deserved.
Well deserved, yeah. So open your eyes, Academy. Okay, keep nominating these comedians. So not comedians, these actors who are these comedic folks. So that's A Fish Called Wanda. Real quick,
yes.
Have you seen the spiritual sequel to this, Fierce Creatures?
No, not yet, but I really want to. Mm-hmm. I know it's not like a sequel, but they basically got the gang back together and made another movie.
Yeah. I don't think this is a spoiler because it's like on Wikipedia, but Kevin Kline plays the twin brother of his character in Fish Called Wanda, which I'm
Wait, really?
What? Really? Yeah.
That's fantastic.
that's in the Wikipedia for Fierce Creatures. I
gotta watch that.
Yeah. That came out in 1997.
Wow.
Fierce Creatures.
Almost 10 years later.
Yeah. By the way, Fish Called Wanda grossed $188 million.
Hell yeah.
On a $7 million budget. That's impressive.
Yeah.
Jesus. That's A Fish Called Wanda. We're done with that segment.
Cool.
Good job. Next segment. We're going to talk about our favorites of the year 2023. Best Supporting Actors.
Yes, I was told to come up with my own Best Supporting Actor category for 2023.
Yes.
So I chose 5 nominees.
You've got 5 nominees there.
Yes.
I have my 5 nominees. You're the guest, Matt.
Yes.
So why don't you take it away? What are your 5 Best Supporting Actors of 2023?
2 of them were nominated for actual Oscars this year. Number 1 for I even did it like the Oscars in alphabetical order.
Oh, wow, fancy.
Yeah, I know. Robert Downey Jr. for Oppenheimer. Yes. I honestly think he is great in that movie. He really impressed me with this. He shook off 10 years of Marvel dust and showed that, hey, I can still do this. I can still do this thing called acting. And I'm pretty damn good at it. My next nominee would be Andrew Barth Feldman for No Hard Feelings.
Oh, yeah.
I thought he was tremendous as that kid. And I bought into their chemistry. I bought into his insecurities. He has an amazing musical sequence that really impressed the hell out of me. I really, really liked him, and I hope I get to see him do more things going forward. That would be nice.
Yeah, I agree.
Ryan Gosling, Barbie. I don't think that movie works without him. Honestly, without that performance, I don't think the movie works as well as it does. Dominic Sessa for The Holdovers. Nice. Insane to me that he was just a theater kid who saw auditions were happening and was like, I'll give it a shot, sure. What?
That is a wild story.
That is awesome, and he's really good in it. And another one who I hope blows up, and I see a lot more of him.
Yeah.
My last nominee is Jeffrey Wright for Asteroid City. That was life. Yes. He's furious. Thanks a lot, Ricky.
That is a great pick.
He's great in that movie.
He's great in that movie. Have you seen French Dispatch?
Yes. Loved him in that
great
too.
In that too.
Yes.
God damn. So we've talked about Asteroid City on this show. We've
Asteroid City.
I mean,
all I think of is that tweet of Matthew Berry voice, Asteroid City. And that's how I've been saying it to myself. And I've never even watched What We Do in the Shadows.
Yeah.
I've just seen YouTube compilations of that character and that actor, and I think he's the funniest guy ever.
I know exactly what you're talking about, and I also think it's hilarious. And I also have not seen What We Do in the Shadows.
But I've seen clips, and he's funny.
He is funny. Asteroid City, I mean, no surprise at this point, it didn't get any Oscar nominations.
When that movie came out, I watched it twice in a day.
I love it.
I don't do that often. I still have problems with it, but overall, I think it's fantastic. Everyone is good in it. It kind of blows my mind that it took Tom Hanks this long to be in an Anderson movie because he's the perfect fit.
Oh, God, yeah.
I think Steve Carell is great in it, especially since he was a last-minute replacement.
Yeah.
I think he's great. Maya Hawke.
Oh, yeah.
It's always nice when you see, like, I hate this phrase, Nepo baby, actually impress you and be like, oh, no, she is good. Like, she does deserve the work she's getting. Like, I think everyone in this movie is great.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it, Marcelo.
It's amazing.
It's wonderful.
We've talked about it a lot in this show. We've done a lot of categories so far, and it seems to always come up. So I'm glad you brought it.
It has a Roadrunner that goes meet.
I put it in my favorite visual effects of the year because of that Roadrunner.
I love that Roadrunner.
It's great. And the Alien. God, I love it.
Yes. Good movie.
Good movie. Yes, we're on record saying it's a good movie.
Good movie.
Okay, so my picks for Best Supporting Actors of 2023. I have one honorable mention I want to quickly say. Okay, and this is like an asterisk because maybe it doesn't really count, but I want to shout this out. The Boy and the Heron, the English dub.
Okay.
Robert Pattinson.
I need to see that movie.
It is very, very, very good. I've seen it
looks
twice,
very good,
and it's my pick for best animated film.
It probably will win.
We'll see. I think it's a close race between that and Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse.
Really?
I think so. I
honestly, I think they're going to be like, you know what? We gave it to the other Spider-Man a couple years ago. Let's not do this again.
But then they're going to think, oh, but we've also given it to Miyazaki
20 years ago.
Yeah, it's true. And
so,
I think,
come on.
I think Boy and the Heron is a lot better than Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse.
I have cooled on that movie considerably.
Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse?
Yes.
Buddy?
Yes.
Me too.
And I think I wouldn't have cooled on it as considerably if they had kept the part 1 in the title.
Yeah.
Because that movie just fucking ends.
Yeah.
It just ends.
It's frustrating.
It is all build up to a climax that doesn't happen. Meanwhile, you have a movie like Dead Reckoning that feels like a full, complete movie.
Yes.
Which is nice.
I'm in a complete agreement with you, Matt.
God.
And Dead Reckoning Part 1 is like, I think, 20 minutes longer than Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
Yet it earns it.
It feels like a complete movie.
Yeah. And then Across the Spider-Verse just feels
like half a movie.
Yeah, but also, for me, too long. Just cut it down.
Thank you.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Again, I've kicked this movie around a lot this season.
And I love the first one.
The first one is great. I love it,
First one's awesome.
Oh,
First
God.
one is terrific. Really impressive visuals. I would not have nominated the sequel. I would have nominated Mutant Mayhem.
Yes, I like Mutant Mayhem a lot.
Otherwise known as my favorite comic book movie of 2023. I think it is great.
Yeah, that is.
It's just great. It's so much fun, and the animation is great. And you don't want to know why that movie works? Because they got actual teenagers to voice the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
For once, finally.
And come on, it has an animated Jackie Chan fight. They animate it like a Jackie Chan fight. It's awesome.
And
that movie's good.
I do need to rewatch it. I did enjoy it when I first saw it. One thing
that montage is next level.
I was going to bring that up. The needle drops, the music, and that montage. Gosh, that's a good movie. That should have got in there.
That's a very good movie.
Yeah. Snub for best animated film.
Yeah,
should have been in there. Back to Robert Pattinson. Robert Pattinson plays the Gray Heron in The Boy and the Heron in the English dub.
I've heard the voice, and what a weird little dude he is.
It's incredible.
I need behind the scenes footage. I need footage of him in that booth.
Folks, if you have not heard this, search out the trailer, the English dub trailer for this movie, and listen to the Heron's voice. That's Robert Pattinson.
I know. He's a freak.
He's doing something.
He's a freak.
Performing. He's got a weird voice, and I love it. I love him in this movie. He's a weird little guy in the movie, and it's great. So I want to shout that out as a best supporting actor performance. Okay, now for
Love
my
it.
real top 5.
Okay.
Number 5, Dominic Sessa.
Yes.
The holdovers. Yes.
Thank you.
I'm in agreement with what you said. That whole thing about him, just coming out of nowhere, really, and saying, "Hey, I'm going to act in this movie," alongside Paul Giamatti.
Yeah.
A future Oscar winner, Divine Joy Randolph. He seems like he's been doing it forever.
Yeah.
Like a veteran, character actor.
Fucking theater kid.
God, he's great.
He is great.
Movie. Yeah, that trio of characters, they're lovely, and I think they work well with each other. And I can't see the movie working without Sessa. It's such a perfect trio.
No, it wouldn't work.
Yeah.
No.
So that's my number 5. Oh, by the way, I'm just going in 1 through 5,
Okay,
5 to 1. Yeah. Number 4, Robert Downey Jr., Oppenheimer. Yeah. I do think he is amazing in this. Like you said,
he really is.
Like you said, Matt, that brilliant phrase you just said, dusting off that MCU dust. I do like him in those movies.
So do I.
Yeah, but he has the potential for so much more, and he shows it off in Oppenheimer.
Yes, he does, because he is a legitimately good actor.
Yeah, that in that first half of that movie, when he just seems like a guy who just has a weird little thing against Oppenheimer. And then by the end, when he's the evil behind the scenes conspirator, that turn is great. I do like that. So that's number 4, Robert Downey Jr. Number 3, Ryan Gosling, Barbie.
Yeah.
We've already said it. I think he is hilarious. One of the best comedic performances of the last few years for me.
And I hope they make him perform at the Oscars.
That would be lovely.
They have to. They have to.
The I'm Just Ken sequence.
Great.
That's
beautiful.
One of the best things I've seen.
Well done.
Ever in my life.
Yes, it's quite well done.
And it's mostly because of him, because he commits to it. He's like, yes, I will do the song and dance for you in this Barbie movie. So he's amazing. Number 3. Number 2, Charles Melton in May December.
I need to see that.
I love this movie. I love May December.
I liked him on Riverdale.
That's right. A TV show I've not seen, although I've seen clips of it because
it's bonkers.
Yeah, it is a weird show.
Yeah, it is.
But May December is a movie I've talked about before. It got 1 nomination today for Best Original Screenplay, which is good, fine. Should have got should have got some acting nominations, nominations. Portman's great, Julianne Moore's great, but I think Charles Melton is the MVP of the movie.
Nice.
Not to give too much away, but there's the simmering.
But don't worry, he's not going anywhere. You're going to see him in more things now.
I hope so. Yeah. Because God, he just blew me away. Because I have not seen Riverdale. I don't think I've seen him in anything else. He just kind of came out of nowhere for me. I go, God, who is this actor? God.
This is his first big movie, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. So in the first,
and he wasn't supposed to be on Riverdale.
Really? How
they had cast someone else, and the kid had to drop out, and he was the second choice.
Wow, that worked out.
And so he got a long-term TV show out of that deal.
Nice.
You know what? Okay. Good for you, dude.
Good for him. Hey, it worked out. He plays it low key in the beginning, but then when he has to just react or just confront somebody, there's this change in him that you're kind of waiting for. That's as much as I'll say. But God, he is so good in May December, and that movie I think it is amazing. So I can see why a lot of Academy voters are no, we're not going to nominate this movie that is pointing in our faces how hollow we are as performers.
How terrible people we are, yeah.
Yeah. But that's number 2, Charles Melton. And my number 1, I went back and forth on this, but I'm God, this makes the most sense for me. And I love this movie. I love his performance in it. If he would have got nominated this morning, I would have just
exploded
and might exploded. Glenn Howerton in Blackberry.
I need to see that.
Oh my God. I don't want to overhype it.
I've seen clips, and there's no overhyping that. He looks fantastic in that movie.
But I'm sure the clip you've seen and a lot of people have seen where he goes, I'm from Waterloo where the vampires hang out.
I have not seen that clip.
But okay, that's not a big spoiler. But that's one of his screaming scenes.
Okay.
There are a lot of those in the movie. He does scream. That's his character. but there are moments in the movie, especially like towards the end, where, I mean, not to spoil it. I mean, it's based on real events. You know, BlackBerry folds. When things start to collapse, there's this change in his demeanor where, yeah, he's a big, loud asshole, but when he sees the end coming, you see like a change in him. You see a panic. You see a somberness. It's a very nuanced performance. Mm-hmm. It is one of... Yeah, well, not one of. Well, it's one of the best performances of last year, and it's also my favorite supporting actor performance of last year. That's Glenn Howerton, BlackBerry, a movie I really love. I rewatched it over Christmas break just to make sure, like, do I really love this movie? And yeah, I do. Yeah, it's great.
Do I like this?
Do I like this?
I need to check it again.
Do I like this? But yeah, there you go. Those are my top 5. Those are your top 5, Matt. We did it.
Yeah.
Our best supporting actors of 2023. Now... Usually what happens here is Siobhan goes through the Discord and reads back at the picks that people on Discord.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, have shouted out. The Discord, hey, it's talkfilmsociety.com/Discord. That's the link. Join our Discord there. Didn't get a lot of submissions. I'll read some of them. Sam shot first. Our good friend Sam Van Haren. Here are his picks for Best Supporting Actor. Ryan Gosling in Barbie. Benny Safdie in Oppenheimer. Robert Downey Jr. in Oppenheimer. Donnie Yen in John Wick Chapter 4.
Hell yeah.
Sean Gunn / Bradley Cooper in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3.
Very good.
Benny Safdie, oh boy, he makes choices in Oppenheimer, which I think are good choices.
I think they are good choices.
It's a hell of a thing, that performance. Going back a bit, Joey. Hello, Joey. Here are his picks. Charles Melton, May December. Glenn Howerton, Blackberry. Robert Downey Jr., Oppenheimer. Ryan Gosling, Barbie. And Jeremy Allen White, The Iron Claw.
Nice.
Have you seen The Iron Claw, Matt?
Nope.
It is very good. I want to watch that again. Also,
looks sad. Can't wait.
Well, it's more than just being sad. I think Zac Efron, God, he does things I was surprised by. I'm like, nice. Oh, he can do this. Well, good for him. I think he's incredible in that movie.
Good actor.
He's a very good actor. Jay McMillan. Here are his picks. Charles Melton, May December. Robert Downey Jr., Oppenheimer. Ryan Gosling, Barbie. Milo Machado Grainer, Anatomy of a Fall.
Okay.
Who is that? I'm going to look that up as I also read this final one. And finally, Holt McClany, The Iron Claw.
Doesn't he play the dad?
He plays the dad.
Okay.
A co-star of Mindhunter.
Shit. Yeah, he was.
And he's I think he's in Fight Club too. He's a Fincher character.
He's a Fincher dude.
He's a Fincher dude. I believe. Oh, okay. Because I just didn't recognize the name. Okay, so Milo Machado Grainer plays the kid in Anatomy of a Fall. Okay, that is a good pick. Not to spoil it, but yeah, he is vital to the story. So it's a great performance.
Is he the one who falls?
I'm not gonna say anything.
Damn it.
But yeah, that is a good pick. That's a good pick, Jay McMillan. And I think we got one more.
One more. Yes.
One more. Noah Thompson. Here are his picks. Jonathan Groff, Knock at the Cabin. Mark Ruffalo, Poor Things. Dominic Sessa, The Holdovers. Ryan Gosling, Barbie, and Charles Melton, May December.
Melton.
You saw Knock at the Cabin, right?
Nope.
Oh, well.
That came out in 2023?
Early.
It feels 6 years old.
February 2023.
Jesus.
Yeah, I completely understand. I did like Knock at the Cabin, and I think Groff is good in it, but...
I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, I think it's worth a watch. I think it is a good...
Please, I still haven't seen The Beach That Makes You Old.
Oh, come on. You gotta see that. That's better than Knock at the Cabin.
I'm sure it is.
All right.
But no, I haven't even seen that yet.
All right, so that's the Discord. Again, go to talkfilmsociety.com/Discord to join the Discord.
Yeah, join that Discord. Let me bug you.
All right, so we're at the end of the show. I have one more segment if Matt wants to do it.
What is it?
It's the game.
I'll play a game.
Okay, but here's the thing. I planned this game for two people to play.
Okay.
Siobhan and you.
What is the game? And if it's just trivia, just ask me questions.
To make a long story short,
Too late.
this episode, the Gold Derby game is what we usually play. And the Gold Derby game was, we'd look at the website Gold Derby. They are a prediction website where they go, okay, they're experts and amateurs, whoever, wackos. They go, here's who's going to get nominated for the Oscar. There's a long list of things to choose from. And Siobhan or whoever would be on the show would say, okay, Best Supporting Actor, that's going to be in there. That's going to be in there. But since we already know the nominations, that's useless.
Yes.
Goodbye, Gold Derby game. I was going to play the box office game where I was going to ask you and Siobhan about. I ranked the Best Picture nominees by box office.
From this year?
From this year, yes.
Okay.
So it was going to be a one-on-one sort of thing. Like who would get the most points from trying to guess where on the list
Jesus.
the movie would be, right? It was going to be long and complicated. But since you're here, Matt, let's just play like a little trivia, okay?
Sure.
Just take wild guesses. This is the wild guess game, okay? Okay, I'm going to give you a name of a movie nominated for Best Picture this year. You're just going to take a wild guess, 1 through 10, where it lies, where it falls on the list. Number 1 being highest box office, number 10 being lowest box office. Okay.
Hit me.
American Fiction. Where do you think that lies on the list?
Now, how many movies are there? 10?
10. Number 1, highest, 10 lowest.
7.
You are very close. That comes in at number 8.
Wow, okay.
It made $8.1 million.
Oh, a fortune.
All right, next movie. Anatomy of a Fall.
9.
Ooh, too low. That
Really?
came in, surprisingly, number 6.
Wow, okay.
Apparently, it's made $23 million.
Jesus.
Yeah. This is according to Wikipedia, which is sourced from both thenumbers.com and Box Office Mojo.
Okay.
So I don't know the real numbers.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's fine.
It doesn't matter. So that was number 6. Anatomy of a Fall. The Holdovers. Where does that go?
5.
You're right.
Really? Shit.
The Holdovers.
All right, cool.
Number 5.
Nice.
$26 million. So I'm gonna give you a point. You got a point.
Yay.
These points
Thanks.
don't matter.
Thanks for the point. I like points. I like winning things.
Next movie, Maestro.
10? I don't know.
You are right.
'Cause-
another point.
Because it's fucking Netflix and no
Matt
one gives a
Curione.
shit.
Now, again, this is conflicting numbers, but
We're gonna release in a limited. We're gonna do a limited release. It's gonna play in 4 theaters for 20 minutes.
I was in one of
Catch
those
it.
4 theaters. I did see this,
And
in
you
the
saw
theater.
20 minutes of it. Yeah.
Again, back to what I was saying earlier. I'm lucky. Now I'm in like one of the limited run cities. It's New York, L.A., and Austin.
I
Maestro,
fucking hate Netflix.
number 10. Yeah, I hate Netflix too. A funny bit me and my girlfriend do every time we watch a Netflix movie in a theater, we boo at the Netflix logo.
Yeah.
So that's been fun. We did it before The Killer.
Meanwhile, like when the Apple logo shows up in a theater, I'm like, that's neat.
Yeah, see, I don't boo
I'm
that.
like, that's neat.
Fine. They want their
I-
movies in theaters.
I like that logo. I like the. I actually like the Amazon Studios logo, where it's like a movie theater made of films.
Yeah,
That's
fine.
cool.
I
That's
like
neat.
that. Yeah.
This, it's just like, oh, it's bum bum.
Bum bum.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
But yeah,
No one cares.
according to one source, it has made $458,000 in
Oh.
the theater. Maestro, number 10. Next movie, Past Lives.
7? Did I say 7 yet?
Ooh, you did not say 7, and you're right. Past Lives, number 7.
Hey.
Look at that. You got a point.
Cool.
Poor Things.
4.
You are on a roll. That is
Shit.
number 4.
Yeah.
Good job.
Kids love that Emma Stone. They'll go see her in droves.
The Zone of Interest.
Did I say 9 yet?
You have not said 9. Do you want to say 9?
Yes, I'll say 9.
Look at you. You got one again. The zone of interest. Wow. Okay, so those were the tough ones. And I was going to have 3 tiebreakers. These are the easy ones.
Yeah.
Killers of the Flower Moon.
3.
Yes. Oppenheimer.
2.
Barbie.
1.
Yes, that's it.
Hey!
Congratulations.
I got like 4 points.
You got 5. So
hell yeah.
Yeah.
Look at me go.
There you go. So there you go. That was the box office game. And that's the show.
That's a fun game.
It would have been a lot more fun with 2 people, but
True.
we had fun just the 2 of us.
I like that game. That's a fun game.
Yeah. See, Siobhan, I know you're listening. We can have fun. Okay?
Yeah, Shiv. What the hell?
Sometimes I think I'm torturing Siobhan with these games, but it's all for fun.
They're fun.
Well, I'll say this: the last time we played a game on the show, Siobhan got so many right in a row. It was amazing.
Hell yeah.
I recommend listening to like the last 10 minutes of the episode last week.
Mm-hmm.
It is incredible. Maybe I'll share it on the Twitter or the Discord because that was a fun time. Anyway, Matt, thanks for coming on.
Yes.
That was it.
This was fun.
This is fun as always. I mean, come on. We've been doing this for years. It's always a good time.
It is.
Before we go, oh God, see, sometimes I just forget. Well, we've already kind of said it. One thing I always say at the end of these is we have to pick our prediction for who's going to win the category. So who's going to win Best Supporting Actor?
Robert Downey Jr.
Robert Downey Jr. Yeah, me too.
It's his to lose.
Easy, yeah. I mean, I can't imagine him not getting it. It's his year. It's a great performance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He has to do something horrible in order to lose.
Let's hope that doesn't happen.
like lock another hooker in his hotel room for a week.
Fingers crossed. He's free and clear.
Fingers crossed. He doesn't do that.
Doesn't do that. All right. Thank you, Matt. Before we go, plugs. Where can people listening find you online?
Locked in Robert Downey Jr.'s hotel room. I'm just kidding. No, you can find me everywhere at The Real Matt C. It's what I do.
There you go.
We have fun here.
Yeah. Follow him. Thanks, Matt. My plugs, real quick. I don't usually do plugs at the end of the show, but I want to shout this out. We're now on YouTube, officially. After years of me kind of going back and forth on YouTube, it's official. I figured it out. It's now easier for me to post episodes on YouTube. So if you want to listen to this show on YouTube, for some reason people do it. I don't understand.
I know a lot of people who do it, yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's not that I don't understand. I do watch podcasts on YouTube, but they're video podcasts. This is not going to be a video podcast anytime soon. They're going to be audio only. But if you want to watch or listen to the show through YouTube, you can do it. Go to talkfilmsociety.com/YouTube. It'll take you to the page. Subscribe, hit the like button. I don't know what you do over there, but there we are.
I think that is what you do over there, yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Folks, thanks for listening. Again, one more time, Matt Curione did an amazing job. Thank you for jumping in and being the guest host.
Hey, I got you.
Folks listening, thanks for listening.
Anytime Shiv is sleeping, just tag me in.
Exactly. See, Siobhan, we have who's like a great guest host who comes on the old Tonight Show. Who was it that used to come in? What's her name?
Joan Rivers.
Joan Rivers. You're the Joan Rivers of the Talk Film Society podcast.
I will be your Joan Rivers.
Folks, thanks for listening, and I'll see you at the movies. Nope, never say that. All right, bye.